Might help if I would have had my desktop audio on.
Save zone.
Leaves, thank you so much for that host. The only zombie gamer, Drunken Lycan. Thank you guys so much for those hosts. You're amazing. Nice guy in UT. Thank you for that host. You're amazing. What's up, ZMK? How are you doing tonight? Agus Bang, thank you so much for that host. Cox, you probably didn't hear me. Thank you for the host earlier because I had my mic muted on OBS. But thank you. Leaves, thank you so much for that tweet. Miss Banjo thinks Savage Soul Gaming, thank you for that host. You're amazing. Flossy Bear, what's up, baby? Hey. Indiverent. Black Knight, thank you guys for those hosts. You're amazing. Killer Wolves, thank you for that host. You're amazing. Per Gamer, thank you for that host. Joe Fra, what's going on? How are you?
Save zone.
Ryan True Gamer, NTG, thank you so much for those hosts. You're amazing. I told you they'd be too big for your head, Leaves. I told you they were for smaller heads. Joe From doing great, man. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you for sure. Necro Boss, thank you so much for that host. You're amazing. Xanatos, Das DJ Genetics, Night Dragon 1313. Thank you guys so much for those hosts. You're incredible. Dude Tag, thank you for that host. You're amazing. Lisa is always doing flossy. Ghost, thank you so much for the host. You know you're my favorite, baby. Most amazing partner anyone could ever ask for. Fire, thank you so much for that host. You're amazing. Wait, that's choice of words? Wow, Flossy. Oh my indeed. Tickle the Fat, Smithy BCFC88. Thank you so much for those hosts. You're amazing. King of all games. 69, thank you for that host. You're amazing. Emma J91, thank you for that host. You're incredible, baby girl. Master 112, Darth Bed. Thank you guys for those hosts. You guys are amazing. Hey Ghost, I played this song just for you. And well, if Bipolar said Skillet, so I picked this one. Quasimodo, Raging Bikini, Bet Scott Jets, Gamer Check, Bipolar. Thank you guys so much for those hosts. You're amazing. Drunken Lycan, what's going on? Ranger, thank you so much for that host. You're amazing. Scrub Wolf, thank you for that host. You're amazing too. What's up? What's up? All right, guys. 1 second.
Baby, I'm ballin', 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 ballin'. Baby, I'm ballin', 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 ballin'. Baby, I'm 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 ballin'. Ballin'.
Boo.
Oh my God!
I was waiting in the bushes of love. Something's waiting in the Something's waiting. Give me the mic, I'm back, bitch.
Baby, I'm ballin'. Baby, I'm ballin'. Ballin'. Baby, I'm ballin'.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all having a fan-fucking-tastic night tonight. I know I am. Of course, as always, make sure that you guys all have an ice-cold Red Bull to join us with, because you know this channel is brought to you by Red Bull, and Red Bull gives you wings. Ed, thank you so much for that host. You started us. Thank you for that host. Showstopper, thank you for that host. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. As you know, I have an amazing interview tonight. We have the one and only Bipolar. What's up, yo?
Safe
What up,
zone.
man? How's it going, everybody?
Let's see, who is that just hosted? War Room Cult Gaming. Thank you for that host. You're amazing. Hola, Ed. So as you guys know, on interview night, we have an amazing streamer come in and join us. We ask him a whole bunch of questions. It goes in 3 series, getting to know him as a streamer, getting to know him as a gamer, and getting to know him on a personal level. The reason that we do this every week is so that you guys get a chance to, for one, get recognized, and for two, get to know them a little bit better. Then you're going to go in and hang out with Bipolar, and you're going to know what to talk about because you already know everything about him, right?
Right. Exactly.
That's how this works. So let me open up my questions. Tommy Truck, thank you so much for that follow. Make sure that you follow my partner, Ghost GT27. He's the other half of the Save Zone. Without him, none of this would be possible. So, Bipolar, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Where are you from?
I am from the lovely state of Minnesota, the nice cold north.
Say that
And
again.
Minnesota, Minnesota, you betcha, yeah. And I'm from a small town, small farm community. Basically, we got about 1,000 people that live in town and around the surrounding area. And our area specializes in pig farms, so it smells completely lovely.
Oh,
And that's about it.
that's
That's
awesome.
basically where there's nothing around here but cornfields for miles.
I love it. Cornfields
Yeah.
for miles and cows.
Yep. All you can see for miles is
Or
nothing.
pigs. Pigs.
Yep.
Pigs and
Pig.
cornfields.
Yep.
I mean, you'd have to have nothing but cornfields to feed all them pigs.
Exactly.
Right? I mean,
Right?
it makes perfect sense.
Perfect sense.
Sounds great. Sorry,
Yep.
Ghost. Make sure that you guys are hitting exclamation point victim in the chat. That'll give you Bipolar's Twitch and Twitter link. Speaking of Twitter, I have a gripe for you, mister.
Yes, sir. ma'am.
You don't have any kind of connection to your Twitter page
Yep.
on your Twitch page.
Nope.
You need
I
to.
I do.
You do.
Yep. Nope. I haven't got that yet. That's my bad.
So you should write that down.
Right?
Just
I
a
have nothing
little.
to write on. I have a good memory.
Yeah, he just pulled a me. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I have nothing to write on. You're sitting at a computer.
No. Yeah. I got you. I'll get it.
Oh, graffiti, what's going on tonight? How are you? Oh, Lord. You guys are fucking something else.
I do. That's one gift I have is a good memory sometimes. And when I forget, I forgot.
That happened. But did you like that? You just pulled a me.
Yeah, right? Pretty much.
DZ Live on Twitch. Thank you so much for that, host. You're amazing. DZ Live on Twitch is one of those Players Club members. Make sure you guys drop him a follow. He's amazing. I have a good memory until I start drinking. I mean, it happens. Prudentia, thank you for the host. You're amazing.
That affects you, maybe a little bit. Mhm.
Oh gosh, that's funny. All right, so in your little pig corn town,
Yep.
how's your internet?
It is pretty good. I pay extra money to have fast internet. So we have a provider in town, one provider, and so basically it's okay, good enough to stream and run my PS4 and my PC, and then my son also plays on his PS4 all the time, so we run at the same time, and it's pretty much all right.
That's awesome.
It's not
And
bad, but
and per gamer, underneath of that victim, the exclamation point victim command that Leafs just popped, that is Bipolar's information. Um, yeah, so it's all right there. Make sure that you guys drop him a follow. Go in and check him out. We're gonna get into a little bit of what he's about after we kind of get to know a little bit about his specs and stuff. But Bipolar, what made you start streaming?
I started streaming because I play competitive video games, and I thought, hey, I'm not half bad. Maybe people want to watch me. And that's pretty much where it came from. And it all the Call of Duty players that I played with and followed all streamed, so I figured, what the heck? And it basically started because I played a game with Optic Scumpy, which if any Call of Duty players know him, and he was streaming at the time I played against him in front of 7,000 people, and I got in second place behind him, so I thought, hey, maybe I got a shot. So that's kind of where it came from.
Wow. Heaven's
Right?
Army, thank you for that host. You're amazing. So, how long have you been streaming then?
Probably like consistently, like almost a year
Hmm.
as consistent, but inconsistently for since Advanced Warfare, so like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of a system do you stream from?
Well, I did stream from my PS4 Pro for a long time, and then I just got a iBuyPower custom built PC for myself. So, and I have an i7 processor in it with a 1070 graphics card, and I'm still tinkering around with it to see if I can get my stream to be top notch. But no capture card yet, so can't stream from my console to that yet. But I'm working on it.
Yeah. Bipolar doesn't have chat open, so you can't whisper to him because he's not going to see it. Sorry.
No.
Because otherwise he'll end up lagging out because he's on a laptop
On a laptop and farm internet.
and farm internet. What are your
That's
speeds?
what am I, like 30? You
Down?
get up to 40 sometimes. Yeah,
Down? What's your up speed?
I have no clue. Whatever it turns out, wherever the sun's at out here, you know what I
Here,
mean?
go on your laptop, open up a tab, and do speedtest.net.
I, I don't want to mess it up, really. I'll probably end up losing your call or something. I'm telling you, it's like a plastic cup and a string, pretty much, is the internet out here.
A plastic cup and a string. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can right now. but who knows in about 5 minutes. So yeah, it is pretty shady out here, but
You warned
um,
who, Ghost?
like for rural areas, I'm pretty much as rural as you're gonna get with decent
Oh,
internet.
the guys in chat are saying Ghost is saying he warned you not to buy the I Buy Power.
No ghosts. I sent him it, and he said that's a nice one. The only person that warned me is a streamer called Spaz McGee, and he said they're horrible. But I paid extra money for all of it to be put together better, so we'll see.
I hope it's okay. What
It
all
works
did you have put
fine.
in it?
I have an i7 processor, or the Core i7. I have 1070 graphics card, and I have 16 RAM for now, and that's about it.
Ghost says I said it was nice specs.
Yeah.
Did you go with the AMD or Intel or whatever?
Intel
Good choice. That's a good
i7
choice at least. At least said good luck, bipolar.
works just fine.
Your name is still pink for me, Ed. She's like, why did my name change color? What the fuck? That's funny. All right,
Like if
so what's
if
your
I remember right, Ghost told me not to get a cyber power, which I didn't know what iBuyPower made cyber power until I already bought it.
Oh.
Yep. Because he said they had horrible customer service, and that was one of his first PCs. And remember, I have a good memory, so I know this.
I know this. This is true stuff right now, all right? True
Right?
stuff. Facts. With
Yeah,
two
facts.
X's. Facts.
Right? And really, I work 6 days a week, sometimes seven, 10 to 12 hour days, so I have no time to build anything, so I just got what I could, basically. So,
Yeah, and I know you don't have a micro center out there, so
nope,
couldn't do what I did.
nope.
My bad. I should have warned you on both.
That's alright, Ghost. See, I remember things.
So, what kind of a schedule do you run on?
I do 10 o'clock Central Standard Time p.m. till midnight or 12:30 every single night, and then Saturday it's 10:30 till I pass out, which is like 3:30 in the morning basically. And then Sundays kind of whenever.
It's awesome.
That's pretty much I take whatever day off, and I'll put it on Twitter when I take a day off.
All right, Heaven's Army, have a great night. Thank you so much for the host and for being here. Make sure that you drop Bipolar a follow before you go if you don't already. Exclamation point victim in the chat. Oh, I have the hiccups again. I get them all the time. It's horrible. It's horrible. All right, so Bipolar, tell me this. What
Oh,
makes your stream different than anyone else's?
I feel I'm not a lot different than a lot of people, but I bring more of the competitive side of video gaming
Mm-hmm.
than just your regular play the game to play the game. And I'm more of a chill, relaxed kind of streamer compared to some people who aren't, I guess. I don't know. Mostly I just bring the competitive side of video gaming to people who want to see it, basically.
Cox hosted first, Leaf, so meh. They're arguing over who's better, Leafs or Ghost, and because
Oh, jeez.
Ghost hit the victim before he did, so they're
Oh, jeez.
arguing over. It's great. It's great.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Him too, I tell ya.
I know, right? Cox, I don't care.
You're both
Um,
equally cool, but Leafs has got a pretty sweet beard.
yeah, but Ghost is my partner, so I mean I'm a
Right?
little one-sided on this.
Right?
All right, so what has your biggest hurdle been, um, with the whole streaming on Twitch and stuff?
Trying to find time to really do it all the time because I got 3 kids and a wife and a full-time job and house payments and car payments and family, basically. So trying to find the time and stay awake at work when I get up to go to work.
I mean, that makes sense.
Right? And then my middle son's also in a wheelchair and disabled, so he takes a lot of extra care, of course. And so, yeah, so being wore out from him and from working, so basically all that.
Flossie says, I'm loving the beard bipolar. Looks kind of like mine.
Nice.
Um,
I even trimmed it. Look at it.
he said,
Had a
I
barber
trimmed
do
it
it
for the first time.
in like 5 months.
just for you guys. He did it.
Exactly.
He did it just for you. Um,
Gotta keep it pimping, you know?
right. And per gamer, if you stick around till after the first two sections are done, we'll get into question and answer where you guys can ask bipolar anything you want to. But I mean, how did you find a balance between family and streaming?
There's not really much of a balance. It's kind of like my schedule revolves around when everybody goes to bed, then I play. So my start time of 10 isn't exactly 10 all the time. It's when my kids go to bed and my wife goes to bed, then I play. So I don't get on until then and I don't play anymore until then. And that's the kind of balance I had to choose to make my marriage good and to be a good dad and all that stuff.
That's very upstanding of you.
Yep.
Like for real. Um, so you have a troll coming to your channel. How do you personally deal with them?
How do I deal with them? I've never really had somebody that was horrible. I've had one guy come in my party chat and talk crap to one of my mods pretty good, who's actually a Marine. And so I didn't know how to deal with that. And he's my mod and he didn't deal with it either. So from that experience, I learned that no matter who the person is, because he's a bigger streamer, so that I met, so no matter who the person is, I'm gonna have my mods remove them, basically. But if you're talking like troll just goofing around, then I'll just goof around with them too, as long as they're not like horribly offensive. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I meant like the trolls that you would typically ban, because I mean everybody deals with them in a different way. Like some people troll them back, and like the other night, Adma had one, and the
Yep.
guy couldn't English at all. It was
Right.
horrible. Like he couldn't type. So Ghost
Right.
and I were sitting there, and Ghost is literally purging every single thing the guy said.
Right.
Like
Well,
he'd say something, gone.
right. I've never really had nobody that was like that. Really, there's one guy that comes in all the time. He talks. He tries to convince me he's from the hood, so he's always like, "I gotta bust a cop in the knee. I'll be right back." But I mean, it's like nothing insane. No, so I just
I
goof
bet
around
he's
with
like
him. You
10.
know, probably. But I mean, if worse comes to worse, Mr. Leafs is one of my mods, and I'll get a hold of him, and he can take care of it after I give him permission to. Or no, I guess I did have one, and Leafs popped in at that time and was talking crap back to him, and he kind of just went away.
That's
I was
funny.
about the only one I had, and he
That's
just
pretty
happened to
funny.
pop in at that time. So Leafs TKOP.
7, thank you so much for that, host. You're amazing. If you guys don't follow Bipolar, it's xPoint in the chat. Make sure that you guys are shouting yourselves out as well and following each other, getting to know each other. That's what this is all about. So make sure you
Yeah.
follow this guy right here because he's great. You'll love him. All right. So, what was your first interaction with a troll?
Well, my first one with a serious troll was with that guy that came in my stream, and I think it was on Farm Simulator even, came in my stream and was talking crap. And I really didn't know what to say much to him because, like, I don't really care. You can talk to me like that, and from my past and stuff, I'm like, whatever, dude, what are you gonna do about it? You're on the internet, you know? And, talk tough behind a keyboard or whatever, but I mean, it didn't really bother me. But it really bothered one of my mods, and he kind of just took off and got pissed off about it. But I talked to him, and we discussed how we're going to take care of it next time if it happens. And it really doesn't happen much to me, I guess.
That's good.
Not
That's
yet.
really good. Yeah, hurry back,
Until,
Ed.
until some of these guys from Safe Zone come in and start trolling me.
I mean, they can troll you, but you better believe if you have a troll, they're just gonna troll the hell out of them, make them
Right.
cry. They're
Right.
they're gonna go run to their mommies and cry,
Right. That's why I like our community. It's awesome.
right?
Right.
That's awesome. So, um, let's see. I lost my place here. All right. Yep, there it is. So, what games do you play?
I mainly play Rocket League, I guess, and I have a team, and we do the whole competitive thing. And so I put a lot of time into Rocket League, and I'm not really that great at it compared to a lot of other people. I feel like it's a waste of time, but I'm addicted pretty much to that game, so it always brings me back, you know. And I play a lot of Overwatch as well. Do some competitive Overwatch with some people. And then since I got my iBuyPower garbage computer, I've been playing H1Z1 and trying to get used to mouse and keyboard because my shot is garbage.
Mm,
Basically, that's where my time's been going is into mouse and keyboard, and it's gotten better, but not nearly as good as I would like it to be. So that's basically where my time's been going right now.
that's awesome.
Yep.
What's your like all-time favorite game?
Well, I guess it would have to be Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And that's because I played in the competitive scene like game battles in that game, Search and Destroy.
Hmm.
So that would be, I think that was one of the best Call of Duties probably made, besides Modern Warfare 4, of course.
So, you talked about Rocket League being one of the main games that you stream. Why don't you tell me about this Rocket League
Safe
competitive
zone.
championship thing you went into?
we went in,
Safe
we went
zone.
into the RLCS with one of my buddies and then my cousin. And the first RLCS we went in, we got beat twice in a row, and we ended up against two teams that were grand champs. And for those of you who play Rocket League, a grand champ is basically like a pro level player, right?
Hmm.
So we we played two best of 5 series, best of 3 series, and just got hammered by these guys because they're obviously extremely good. Number one, they're on PC, and I'm on PS4, so PC has got a huge advantage. Obviously, all the PC people know that because it's a lot smoother and all that stuff. And so we just couldn't keep up. And so that basically drove us to play a lot. And we came back in the next RLCS and we won our first game, lost our second game, went to the losers bracket, made a run all the way to semifinals in the losers bracket, and then we lost.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I mean, you were close though, like really
We were
close.
close to getting out of the group round to go into the top 64 in the country.
That's pretty
Yeah.
amazing. What's up, Watts? How are you? They say you mean Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah, well, Call of Duty 4, I didn't play Modern Warfare 2.
Mm,
I
gotcha.
started playing, and I started playing Black Ops 1 is when I started playing Call of Duty.
So, tell me about the Zion organization that you're with.
Zion is a pro organization. They're kind of like I would say, they're kind of like a pro organization that's trying to get recognized in the competitive scene and like the UMG tournaments, like the big LAN tournaments, basically. And so right now they've been grinding and working on finding Call of Duty team and a CS:GO team, and basically most of them are competitive CS:GO players that founded the organization.
That's pretty
And
awesome.
we have a bunch of people at our disposals, you know, graphic designers and all that great stuff that we can go to, and they help you set up your stream, they help you do all this and do all that. My bio's out on their webpage and all that stuff. So it's basically I stream for them underneath their organization, and they put me on a platform and advertise me on their for their fans.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Playa, Pitbull, and Angry Scotsman. How are you guys doing tonight? Again, this is Bipolar. It's his night. Make sure that you guys are dropping him a follow, !victim in the chat. So it's an esports organization. Infamous
Yep.
wants to know.
Yep. It's an esport organization. We are called Zion Nation.
Yeah, and he also wants to know, what do you do in it?
I am a streamer for Zion Nation.
Right, because there's a lot of people in the community that play Call
Yep.
and CS:GO and.
Yep. We have, if you are wondering anything about the competitive scene, you would hit them up on Twitter at Zion Nation. And they'll respond to you. They're very responsive.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They came to me into my stream and basically said, we like what you're doing. We like your Twitter, where it's going. Why don't you come and be with us? So I have been.
That's good. What have they done for you so far?
Well, basically, it's all been like advertisement, putting me out on their Twitter page, and they have, I don't know how many followers they have, 5, 6,000, 4,000, somewhere in there, and all their competitive fans, and just a lot of support with the streaming, and a lot of them come and hang out in your stream and give you advice, and basically just try to help you grow. Basically, the streamers are entertainment for their competitive fans, basic. And they've made my Twitter header. Got my own graphic designer that makes stuff for me when I need it done. And basically, so far, I haven't been in it too long, like 2 months, 3 months. And so, and since I got the reason I got a PC was to stream on their Twitch page for their fans.
That's pretty
So,
amazing. I mean,
yeah.
that's a great opportunity for you.
Yep.
Pitbull said, "Hey, hope you're having a good night." I followed him.
Hey, thanks, Pitbull. I
So I
appreciate
don't
it,
know
bro.
if you have any notifications like on your phone or anything that says when people follow you.
Nope.
Oh, not even an
I
email, anything? Because I
no.
bet you've gotten quite a few.
I used to, but not anymore. No, because my phone never stopped going off. My Twitter goes off constantly and all that stuff. So no, nope. But I do have bots that tell me when they follow me.
But
So
it's
if I
not
haven't
on
told you
now.
thank you, I thank you very much.
So you should
But
turn your bot on now so you can watch it.
exactly, I have to get there first, and hopefully my cup internet doesn't go out.
My cup internet. Hashtag cup internet.
Right? And
Oh,
yeah,
that's funny.
yeah.
All right, so let's see. You also said that playing with Zion has given you an opportunity to play in front of some really heavy hitters too, right?
Yeah, well, some, yeah, I guess so. I don't know what you consider a heavy hitter,
Like bigger
but
streamers and
they have more
more
followers.
viewers
Yeah,
and
yeah.
right.
I mean, they're more in the competitive scene. So I mean, like our Call of Duty team and CS:GO guys, and they're not like they have more followers than I do, I guess. But I mean, they're not like huge. When I consider huge, I mean like pretty good sized guys. But there's a few of them that there's one that we picked up. He's got a lot of followers, a lot of viewers, but yeah, he comes around once in a while.
Hmm.
But I think he's from a different country, so.
Yeah, that makes it a little hard from time to
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Angry Scotsman wanted me to tell you he thinks you're cool.
Thanks, man. I think you're cool, Angry Scotsman.
And also, you'd like to know how to get into the queue for an interview. Well, currently, the queue for the interview for streamers is closed because we're booked all the way up through May, I think. Let's
Oh.
see, April. Yeah, we're booked all the way up through the first week in May. So right this minute, which I'll probably open it up within the next week or so because people are starting to get points enough for them again. But the only way you could get into them right this minute is if you're a tier 2 sub or above to either myself or my partner Ghost. So unfortunately, right this minute, that's the only way you can get in. That'll change sometime. I don't know exactly when though. All right, so what was your What was the first game that you ever played?
First game I ever played, my stepdad bought me a Nintendo when I was 5, and I played Mario. And I still play
Which
Mario,
Mario?
regular Super Mario,
Super Mario.
the first Mario.
Aw,
Yep.
that's awesome.
I still buy all the Nintendo systems, even though they're not the greatest. But I bought all the Nintendo systems up till then, and I even restored my Nintendo that I had when I was 5 to working order, and I still have it right now. That I play Mike Tyson's Punch Out on. That's good.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Can you stream it? Do you have
No,
you don't have the thing for it?
nope, not yet. And I have my Nintendo Switch pre-ordered already. Hey yo, I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah.
Ooh, that Switch though.
Right?
That's amazing.
Just for the new Mario, and my daughter's is 5, and she enjoys Mario Kart. So the new Mario Kart's coming out in it, so she's excited about that.
How do you think that streaming affects your relationship with your wife?
Mm, sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. She likes to do her own thing. You
Mhm.
know, she has her TV shows that she likes to watch that I don't like to watch, and so um,
Fair.
sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't, I guess. Sometimes she gets not very happy about it, and she wants her time with me, and then that's when I have to say, okay, and go spend time with my wife as well. But we have a very good relationship. We've been through a lot, so having a lot of struggles at the beginning with having kids and stuff like that. So, I mean, we have an extremely strong relationship.
How do you think that being like an overall gamer affects your relationship with your kids?
Um,
Like,
they're
how old are your kids?
My oldest is 10, and
Hmm.
he's a prodigy Call of Duty player. He's awesome at Call of Duty. And my middle child, he's fully disabled, so he's 7. And then my daughter is 5. And
Is,
so,
is she a gamer too?
yes. So that's probably what it affects mostly, is because they're like me.
That's awesome. That's absolutely amazing. So, when your son becomes of age, are you going to allow him to stream?
Yep.
Awesome. So, he's going to go around saying, I got the coolest dad ever. All of
Yeah.
you guys can deuce off.
He already does.
Oh,
I'll give you an example of his talent. I call it talent, but maybe it's not. But he
jeez.
played zombies with me last night on my stream, and he was on his own PS4, but we got to round 43, and that's the second time I played zombies with my son.
Uh-huh.
I got on at 7 because I told my wife I'm gonna go play with Rex and hang out with him for a little bit, my son, and I came back up at 10:30, and I'm like, whoops, that was 3 hours long. So
Oh, jeez.
yeah, so yeah, he's very very good at video games.
That's awesome.
Puts a lot of time into school and video games.
How like how are his grades? Are they
He's great. They're all A's, yeah.
Oh, good. That's awesome. So he's not going to be one of those I just want to play games and not worry about school type of kids, which is
Well,
amazing.
he tries to be, but he's homeschooled, so
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's even better.
yeah. So he's to that age where he's like, "Oh, come on, mom, it sucks," but where she's just like, you got to do what you got to do. So he's got to do all of his chores. He has chores. I know he's 10, but we're trying to teach him responsibilities, so he has chores, and he gets paid for doing those chores, so he can make money, and he has to help buy his video games, so he learns responsibilities, and he gets rewarded for the work that he does. Plus, he helps with my son, who's, like I said, in a wheelchair, and so he's a humongous blessing to our family.
That's
Yep.
Huh? Here, you could have a drink of this. Sorry, I have a visitor.
Well, that's cool.
All right. Say goodnight. Good night. Who's your favorite streamer? Okay, go to bed. Love your sugar plum. Say, everybody follow Bipolar.
And kids are cute.
Oh, Sanatina, thank you so much for the host. You're amazing. Yeah, What are you doing back in the screen again? What? Okay, you have about 2 hours. You can wait.
Every day I worry all day.
Arcane just hit that lurk and it scared the hell out of me.
Something's
Nice.
waiting in the bushes for us. Something's
Scared the hell out of I just jumped out of my skin. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. Holy shit. No, alright, so Ghost and I were talking it last night. And with this headset, I'm not used to it yet, so I can't hear anything out here. And she comes in really quietly and touches me on my shoulder, and I about jumped all the way out of my chair. It was pretty funny. Yeah, it was pretty funny. He laughed a lot. I thought he was gonna fall out of his chair laughing.
Nice.
That was very nice of him. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so, um, what are your main goals with streaming?
Kind of just the same as everybody else. Hope to make it someday and make extra money at it maybe eventually when it gets to that point. But my main goal, I guess, would be just to bring entertainment to people that want to watch me. I mean, I really don't have any goals. I just do it for a hobby because I have a lot of stress in my life, and it's just a good positive outlet for my stress,
That's
basically.
that's really good.
Yeah, and with having a son with disabilities, it's not as easy to get out, if you know what I mean.
Right?
And so it's a good way for me to meet people and conversate with people, and just have a positive way to let out my anger, basically, you could
Mhm.
say. But I'm not really angry. But I mean, it's just a good way to let out stress for me, a positive way instead of the way I used to do it. Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah,
Makes complete sense.
yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, what would happen if somebody were to say, "Hey, I want to partner you"?
Um, then I would have to get details, obviously. Like what kind of partnering? Like
Mhm.
Twitch partnering, or
Mhm.
just like saying, "Hey, I want to be your partner."
No, like Twitch partnering,
Oh,
like
well
professional streamer,
then you can't really turn down that kind of an opportunity, if you know what I mean.
right?
I mean, that's what everybody's trying to get at, basically. That's the whole goal of streaming,
Safe
right?
zone.
To be recognized and play in front of thousands of people and put yourself on a stage. And um, I've always kind of dreamed about being on the big stage in front of people, whether it be in football or in any kind of competitive. I've always been extremely competitive, so I've always thrived on having a lot of people watching me and stuff like that. I perform better with a lot of people watching me. So I feel like I used to be a bowler and go to state and nationals every single year, and I just felt like I just like being in front of a crowd and having the energy of a crowd behind me. So it's kind of like the same thing with Twitch, but I just don't get that many people yet. That makes any sense at all. If you're competitive, it makes sense, but
I would do you in
You made it to my
chaos.
quotes.
right?
I perform better with people watching me. That's your
There
quote.
you go.
That's your quote. It's your
Hey,
quote.
you don't. Hey, you never know.
Phrasing.
I never had that yet, but you never know. There you go.
Casper, bipolar, please perform better. I'm watching.
Right?
Stares intensely.
I'm down now. Don't threaten me with a good time, Cox.
Whoa. That's funny. I'm glad you made it to the quote. And of course, you guys, anything. Oh, look, Ed just added it too. It's all right. Don't worry about it, girly. Yep. So, any of you guys that are in here, make sure if he says anything worthy of quotes, make sure that you quote him. Cause
Now you put pressure on me. I
I,
have to be funny.
oh no, we're not gonna put you on the spot for it. It's all good.
My filter on.
No filter. Fuck your filter. We don't need
Well,
filters. So
the
what?
kids are fake, so responsible.
Right. So what?
Professional.
Professional what?
Professional
Oh,
for now.
the interviews went well today. Did you get the job, Casper? I hope you did. I'm so glad he's home. Oh my god, I'm so glad he's home. It's amazing. Of course, we don't see him as much now because he's too busy fucking his wife in the ass.
You'll have that.
Yeah, right?
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, right? Or the fridge.
Yeah.
Or the pizza. I mean,
Well,
we love you, Cop.
yeah.
Or Casper. We love you, dude. All right, so what do you do besides game? Like, you already told us about your family. Like, what kind of a job do you do?
I am a welder, so I make structural steel towers. You make electricity towers. So basically, I work 56 hours a week on average or so,
Hmm.
somewhere in there. So, well, most of the time I'm working, and I run a humongous long steaming machine, and I sit there and stare at a computer screen all day.
I mean, that's fun.
Yep. And machine welds by itself, and I sit there in a chair and push a button.
that's that's even more fun.
Right?
It's too bad it's not like Mario Kart or something.
No, not
That'd
it's
make welding so much more fun.
right. Right, and as actually just yesterday, I met the president and CEO of our company because he came down to meet me and my partner that works with me because we took over a new machine that they built, a new long steamer, and we figured it all out, programmed it, set it all up. So he wanted to see it run, and so he came down and met us and watched it run yesterday.
That's pretty awesome.
It was pretty awesome, yeah.
Um, yeah, that's pretty amazing. What are you the most passionate about?
I'm most passionate about
Hmm.
my kids and my marriage, pretty much. I mean, gaming comes second to that,
Well, of
obviously.
course.
But I mean, I'm all about raising my kids right and giving them a positive uh, male role model to look up to,
Hmm.
and especially like my daughter, because I feel like dads play a humongous role, especially in girls' lives. So I put a lot of time into my daughter, and now, even though she's only 5, and I feel like it's gonna pay off in the future for her, I think.
Right.
And as well as as well as my other son too, I put a lot of time into him as well. Trying to balance them between 3 of them, right, is difficult in itself, but you just gotta go with the flow. And then my other time is spent with my wife, of course, and ain't nothing much to say about. I mean, my marriage is good and strong, so, and
That's
we
awesome.
worked hard on it to make it that way. She's basically like me, but without
Without
being
the
a
beard.
dude. Yeah.
What's up, Godly Guardian? Hurry back, leaves. Oh God, without the beard. I'm
Yeah.
yeah. That's pretty funny. All right, so this is like one of my very favorite questions to ask streamers. I want
Yeah.
to know what the most outrageous Twitch experience you have ever personally experienced. Like, what was it?
Nothing really that bad, I guess. I really haven't seen nothing too crazy like you guys have heard, I guess you could say. But I mean, nothing really out of the abnormal. I guess. I mean, I watch streams here when I have time because obviously I'm busy all the time. But I
Hmm.
mean, I haven't seen nothing like crazy. No, like everybody's got this cool story, but I just don't have one, honestly.
You don't watch my channel very often, do you?
I try to get in there, but you're earlier, so you know, I try to pop in when I can and
See, because
try
we
to get
always
there.
have ridiculous stuff in here.
Yeah, well, besides the normal safe zone shenanigans like cock shaking his butt, but
I
a
mean,
review, but that was normal.
yeah, that is normal now. Is it weird that we consider that kind of behavior normal now?
If you consider that like outrageous, but I'm in the safe zone, so that's like normal activity. So I don't consider none of that outrageous. I
That's
mean,
funny.
you know.
All right. Hold on, I have to do this. Hold on.
I mean, I feel like all of us safe zone
There we
guys
go.
all of us safe zone crew are kind of a wild and crazy bunch, so I don't expect to see anything like something more crazier than any of us would do, I guess.
Right.
I kind of feel like we're all like kind of the same kind of attitude, and you know what I'm saying? Like we'll just do anything because that's how we are.
Right. So I
At
just
least that's
quoted you. I just quoted you saying, "I'm in the safe zone. I consider that normal activity."
right? Exactly. Makes perfect sense,
It does. I mean, it
right?
it really does. Cox just quoted, "You see, like Cox shaking his ass, but that's normal."
That was normal. I mean, I think that came from partly me, but I didn't mean it like that. When Ghost do it, he's like, "All right." I'm like, "Hey,
Oh,
that's normal. You'd be all right."
oh man, that's funny. That's freaking funny. I absolutely love it. And yes, Leaves better be getting coffee for himself, of course. All right, so this is another one of my favorite questions. Bipolar, my dear, do you rage?
I rage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty well covered my rage, but if you're in the stream and you see me die, like in Search and Destroy at a very bad time, then yes. But I don't rage like throwing my controllers because I have scuff controllers and they're expensive and I pay for them. So no, not like horribly, I guess.
A man
Sometimes,
with sense. Did you guys hear that?
yeah.
Somebody should quote that, like, or clip that. Him saying, "I paid for them, so I'm not gonna throw them through the fucking wall. 'Cause I
Right.
paid for them and they're expensive." That's,
I've never thrown a controller in my whole time I've ever played a video game.
ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Common Sense with
Right?
Bipolar.
No. No. Oh, I mean, I guess I'll yell and scream sometimes, but mostly when I play zombies because I get the crap scared out of myself. But besides, no, not really.
You're talking about call zombies, right?
Well, when I'm in round 40 and they're falling on my face, yeah.
What's the highest you've ever made?
Highest I ever made was 86 in Black Ops 2. And that was with me and my friend from work and just some random dude that we met on the internet. And he didn't have a mic and he was probably like 12. But he was like one of the best Call of Duty players I've ever seen. Or one of the best zombie players I've ever seen. That's what I'm
Gotcha.
saying.
That's awesome. I mean,
And that took 6 hours. Almost
6 hours?
6 hours, I think it was, yep.
Holy hell. That's a long time.
Zombies, the rounds get longer and longer and longer, so
Ghost said,
yep.
"Damn, 86 is higher than I ever
Safe
got."
zone.
And 6 hours, though.
Because
Gosh.
yep. I wasn't planned. We just met this random dude, didn't have a mic, the other guy dropped out, and we just didn't die. This guy was like pack a punching guns in like the middle of round 50. Like, okay.
That's crazy. Exclamation point victim in the chat. Make sure that you guys are all following Bipolar because he's amazing. Um, So, what is your greatest gaming achievement then?
Mm, I don't know. I just I guess I hit. I don't know. I always try to hit the top tier in like Call of Duty when I used to play.
Mm.
So I hit a pretty sick trick shot, or more like a lucky quick scope in, uh, in a GB that was watched by a lot of people. Yes,
So, tell me about when you came in second place against some dude that had a couple thousand followers or viewers.
Mr. Scumpy. That was just a normal public game, and I seen him in there, and he was also with like three other pro players, not like bigger name guys, but like just pro players.
Mm-hmm. That's
Second to him, so I felt pretty important at that time. But
that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome.
I,
Crochet, we're gonna get into questions in a few minutes.
if you guys don't know who Optic Scumpy is, of course you probably do if you play Call of Duty, but he's the best SMG player in the world at Call of Duty.
That's crazy. And you got in second place next to him.
Second place, first place on my team, second place in kills under him, which was on the other team. So I mean, I was keeping up with him just fine.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was when I was a lot younger.
Still, I would
I
still
don't
say
have the
that's a pretty
reaction time
huge.
anymore.
That's a pretty huge achievement, though.
That's why I quit playing Call of Duty because I don't have the reaction time I used to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So if you were a dev, or say a dev approached you and said, "I want to make your perfect game, no strings attached," what game would you have them like? What would be your perfect game?
Um, anything I can shoot a gun and kill people with, I guess, in a game. I don't really know. I've never thought about it actually.
Like, would you
It'd be
have
like
it
it'd be like Rocket League, like Twisted Metal Rocket League. You know what I mean?
right?
Like the car that you can like shoot people out of the car would be awesome. So
So,
like soccer,
like arena
Twisted
style
Metal,
games, or
yeah.
like
No,
open
like
world, or
I don't play open world games at all, really. It'd be like I would explain it as like Rocket League with being able to shoot people out of your car. I mean, blow up cars. That's pretty cool. And I like Rocket League, so I something like that would work fine for a good game for me,
that
for a
would be pretty
perfect game, you
cool.
know.
What would be
Yep.
your perfect arena?
What do you mean by arena?
Like if you're gonna be playing Rocket League type cars that you could shoot people and blow them up and stuff,
Yep.
what kind of arena would you build for this game? Like, what would be your favorite kind of arena?
Like favorite kind of map
Yeah.
arena?
Hmm.
I don't know. It'd have to be a lot bigger than your typical Rocket League would be. You know, you'd have to. I suppose it'd be like pretty much like an open world game, almost like a Grand Theft Auto Rocket League type of style. It wouldn't make any sense, but that'd be something I would dream up stupid like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you were in a small arena, then it wouldn't be as fun, right? Because you just constantly get blown up. So I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
you'd have to have something where you spread out a little more.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So, on a personal note, what does the safe zone mean to you?
Safe zone is like I feel like I've never really fit into any groups because I have no filter and I want to say what I want to say. You know what I mean? And my mouth has got me in trouble my whole life. So I feel like safe zone. I can pretty much say what I want to say, and people accept me for who I am. And they're a great support community, basically. I mean, you guys support me 110% and give me drive to keep streaming because I see you guys grow, and I'm like, hey, this stuff really works.
It's awesome. I appreciate the kind words.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Nala. How are you? So, what, excuse me, what kind of advice do you have for our viewers today? It could be personal, it could be gaming, it could be any kind of advice.
Hmm. Like life advice? I
If
don't
you
know.
want to give him life advice, give it to him. It's just,
I
what
don't.
kind of advice do you have?
I'm a dad, so I feel like I gotta be a dad to everybody. But I don't know, man. I mean, don't take what people say to you too seriously. You know, if they're, I was talked to negatively my whole life, and from that experience, I basically learned if you've been talked to negatively your whole life, just blow the haters off, man, and just walk in confidence in yourself. You know, no matter what you look like, no matter if you're fat, skinny, it don't matter. Just have confidence in yourself, and you'll be able to get what you want.
That's amazing, amazing advice.
Yeah.
And yeah, what's up, Nella? I do remember you, hon. For those of you guys that are just joining us, this is Bipolar.
Yo.
Exclamation point victim in the chat will give you his Twitch and Twitter link. We do these interviews so that all of you guys get a chance to get to know the streamer on a very personal level. Um, you know, you go into Bipolar's channel, you're gonna ask him about a game. You're gonna say, "Hey, man, that was a good shot." You know, you're gonna be like, "This is a good song," or stuff like that. You're not gonna sit there and be like, "Hey, man, how's your daughter doing? And how are your boys doing?" And like,
Right?
let me play the song for you because I know this is one of your favorite songs. Like, I learned tonight that Skillet is one of his favorite bands. He even went to go see them.
Yep.
So we do these interviews so you guys can get to know them. When you're in their channel, you have more of a personal connection with them because you know everything about them. So
Right.
we just got to know Bipolar as a streamer. Now we're going to get to know him as a gamer on a little questionnaire we like to call Are You Addicted? You guys know how this works in the chat. I'm going to ask
Uh-oh.
Bipolar all of these questions. He's going to answer me regardless of the truth or not. You need to tell the truth because it weighs on it. So all of these questions that I'm going to ask you pertain to your entire life. So if any of them have happened in the past, make sure you tell us.
Yep.
When we're done with this, you guys are going to tell us whether or not you think he's addicted to video gaming or not. When we're done, I'm going to open the floor up to question and answers with you guys so you guys can ask him whatever you want, whether it's trolly, whether it's personal, whether it's about gaming, whether it's about anything that you've heard tonight. We're going to do that in a few minutes. So, Bipolar, are you ready to see if you're addicted?
Yep.
Now remember, this is your entire history of gaming.
I got you.
All right, answer as quickly as you can. All right. All right. Do you often relive gaming experiences or think about future ones?
Yep.
Do you hide or lie about your gaming?
Nope.
Have you ever gotten really angry when someone or something interrupts a game?
Yep.
Have you ever taken a break from gaming and binged uncontrollably upon your return?
Nope. Never taking a break.
Do you or when you're upset, do you soothe yourself with games or plans to play a game?
Well, we already talked about that. Yeah.
Do you find yourself gaming early in the morning hours?
No. Well, early as in yes, I guess so. Since I don't sleep much and go to work in the morning, so yeah. I thought you meant something different, but yes, of course, yeah.
Do you find ways to game when you're away from home?
No.
Do you set limits with gaming and then break them playing hours longer than you intended?
No, I never set limits.
Do you lose hours of sleep to gaming?
Yep.
Have you ever called in sick or late to work or skipped classes to game?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever sworn off a game, uninstalled it, and later returned to it?
Nope.
Do you feel guilt and shame surrounding your gaming?
Safe zone.
AJ Ninja Jedi, thank you for that host. Not Really Tubby as well. Thank you guys, are amazing. Has gaming ever contributed to arguments in your relationships?
Yep.
Has gaming taken the place of any hobbies or sports that you otherwise used to enjoy?
Yep.
Do you forget appointments, responsibilities, and deadlines at work or school while gaming?
Nope.
Do you become irritated and defensive when people suggest you might be gaming too
Yep.
much?
Yes.
Have your hours spent gaming increased over time?
No, not really. It's always been the same.
Do you
Out
blow
a
off
lot.
social events to game?
Yep, I'd rather stay home.
Have you lost contact with any friends or family since gaming?
Yes, but that's another story. Not
Oh,
completely just because of gaming, but other reasons. Yep.
right on. Do you have intense feelings while gaming?
Competitive feelings, yeah. So yeah, I guess so.
There you go. Do you eat while you're gaming, or do you forget to eat while
I
gaming?
don't eat when I play video games. Nope.
Yeah. Are most of your friends gamers?
Most of my real life friends, I don't really have many because I play too many video games. So
Ah,
the ones I do have, yeah.
that's funny. Are gaming stories some of the most exciting topics of conversation for you?
That's pretty much what I talk about.
Do you read many game-related guides and articles?
Yep. Well,
Um, do you fear a life without gaming?
I would. No, not really.
Do you feel irritable and restless when away from games for a few days?
Yep.
Do you envy people who can game in moderation?
Nope.
Do you prefer your game character's identity to your own?
Nope.
Have you ever stolen anything to contribute to gaming?
Nope.
Do you think your life might be much better without games?
Maybe some relationships.
Do you find yourself bored with pretty much anything else in life besides gaming?
No.
Have you put spending on games ahead of your financial responsibilities?
Nope.
Have you ever gained weight or have you gained weight since becoming a gamer?
Nope.
Have you ever felt remorse after a gaming binge?
Nope.
Have you ever suffered any physical pains from intense gaming?
No, not really.
Have you suffered more financial problems since obsessively gaming?
Nope.
When you want to spend time with friends, do you invite them over or online to game?
We they come over and we have barbecues.
Okay, that's good.
So,
Do you spend real money in game?
on Rocket League cars, yes.
Oh gosh, you're a DLC
And
guy, aren't
keys.
you?
Nope, not for everything, just Rocket League pretty much.
That's funny. Do you get angry and insulting with other players who make mistakes?
Nope.
Do you or have you tried limiting your gameplay by switching games?
No.
And lastly, bipolar, are the people in your life worried about your gaming?
No. Not that I know of, otherwise they haven't told me.
That's amazing. Hold on one second, please. This child needs a drink, like really bad. So there you have it,
Alright.
guys. Bipolar in a nutshell. Is he or is he not addicted? I'm going to take a quick little break because I need to go get this child some liquid because she's, you know, going to keep bugging me until I do. So give me just a second, guys, and I'll be right back. Do you need to get up for anything or?
Me?
Mm?
No, I'm alright.
All right, well then I'm just going to kill my cam. I'll be right back, guys.
Alright. I should check on the stream to see what the answer is, huh? Because I don't have it pulled up yet. Let's see. Hey, Leafs. So I take it I'm probably, I think, addicted, huh? Ghost. Hashtag addicted. No, that's just like my only hobby, so I mean, what else you gonna be addicted to, right? I used to have a hobby of going out shooting guns a lot, but you know that costs more money than gaming does, so you'll have that.
Sorry about that, guys. The little one was like, I need something to drink or I'm gonna die. Ah. You know how they're all addicted to something, man. Gaming is mine too. Right? All right, guys. So this is the time of night when I open up the floor for question and answer to all of you guys. So all I ask is that you say at Rochelle LD and then your question. That way I can see them and read them off to Bipolar and they won't go missed. And let's see. Per Gamer, thank you for that host. Syndicate, thank you for the host as well. Scotty, thank you for the host. Sorry, I missed that. And the first question of the night comes to you from Jacana. Do you
Well,
like s'mores?
yes, because I love s'mores.
Let's see. AJ Ninja Jedi says, "Hi, Bipolar. Just wanted to say you aren't the only one
What's up, man?
addicted to video
Safe
games."
zone.
Yep. I figured that much. In our gaming community, I would hope so.
Right? I mean, it happens. Be a Ninja, thank you so much for the host. You're amazing. How have you been, Sweepy? Flossie Bear says, "If you fart in the woods, does it make a sound?"
Well, yes, it does. I grew up in the woods. But who
Perfect
else could
answer.
hear it? Duh.
The only
Makes a
one that
sound
heard
to
it was a
you,
squirrel.
right?
A
When you're sitting
squirrel.
in a deer stand all by yourself in many layers because it's cold up here in the north, it still makes a noise.
So, AJ Ninja Jedi says, "Bipolar, what is the
Mhm.
first game you completed 100% with all the DLC and all the achievements?"
Mm, first game I ever beat was Mario. Otherwise, I don't play campaign games really. I'm more the competitive side of multiplayer because I feel like I just want to beat people, I guess, because I'm a competitive person. So that's where I game most. I don't play campaign games very much.
Right? You told me that you've had issues getting like to the point where you can actually like talk to people. Are you shy or
I just had a rough upbringing. I was a drug addict for like 9 years.
and you're clean now?
I, well, let me see. I started in seventh grade
Hmm.
until I was 21. So yeah, I've been clean for 9 years.
Congratulations. Holy shit, guys. That's amazing. You
Yeah.
guys should all spam some hearts for the amazing Bipolar because that is just incredible. I mean, just spam whatever right now because that's an achievement in its own.
Addiction, and you need to talk to somebody. I've been clean for 10 years, almost 11 now. And I mean clean by absolutely no alcohol or nothing for 10 years. Not even a drop.
That's incredible. Look at all this hype. That's awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. So Toei says, "Do you still play Farming Simulator?"
I played it once and then not again, no. Not yet. I got mad at Farming Simulator because the Bobcat pissed me off because everything's backwards on the controls. And it
So,
took me forever to get it.
are you used to caterpillar controls?
So, like real cats?
Uh-huh.
Kinda.
I was gonna say because like that's one of the issues that a lot of our boys have is, well, I'm
Yeah.
used to caterpillar. Why I gotta drive a bobcat? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
all bobcat shit.
Right?
I mean, we
Yeah.
have some Cabelcos too, but
Yep.
I mean, but I know I understand about the controls being backwards.
Yep. Any
Uh,
inverted controls? No, not happening.
well, a lot of the newer machines have the controls that you could switch it on from Caterpillar to Bobcat.
Right?
So
Nice.
like so you could have your feet and your handles do the same thing that it would do in the
Right.
other one that you're used to.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but that's like a lot of the newer in like the last 10 years or so, a lot of the newer machines do that, which is amazing.
Yep. Right.
Mm,
Nice.
yeah. Um, let's see. Infamous says, "Does he still play BO2 for memories? And if so, what system?"
No, I really do not, because my PlayStation 3 is upstairs with, and my wife uses it for a DVD player and Blu-ray player. So no, I don't. I don't ever really go back and play older technology, you could say. But I'll still play like Nintendo and stuff. But as far as like PS3 and stuff, no, not really. So no, not really.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see. And hey, it's Nala. Make sure that when you guys do ask questions that you say at me, at Rochelle LD. That way I get it and I don't skip it because a lot of times I'll miss a question if it's not directed toward me. So Ninja Jedi said, "What is your favorite game other than Rocket League?"
My favorite game other than Rocket League
Mhm.
now is H1Z1 because I'm trying to learn how to play it and it pisses me off.
Gotcha.
If you guys have played that game or not, I don't know. But it makes me angry because I die quickly and you only get one chance and I can't aim very well yet, so I'd pretty much get screwed.
I mean, it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
It really
So,
does.
yeah.
Nella says, how do you feel comfortable streaming and not felt targeted to bad things?
How do I feel comfortable streaming and not being targeted to what kind of bad things?
I don't know, bad things.
Like my past?
Mhm.
Or like, she has to rephrase the question because I don't understand it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So Nella, if you could rephrase it and direct it toward me, we'll get that answered for you. Um,
Yeah.
how did you and your wife meet?
That's a good story. I got kicked out of high school when I was a sophomore, like I said, for my mouth and my drug habits. And so when I was kicked out of high school, I used to play a lot of competitive pool, and so I hung out at the pool hall in River Falls, and there's this girl who had a crush on me that was from Ellsworth. It was a little town in Wisconsin, right? And I met her through one of my current girlfriends that was her cousin, and she called me hot Steve, or hot bipolar Steve. And so she had a friend from Ellsworth that she was bragging about, this good-looking guy, myself, and she was like, "Well, I got to meet this guy." So she came down to the pool hall and met me, and they found me at the pool hall, and she came walking in the door, and I was like, "Yo," and basically I used to be quite smooth, and so I walked right up to her, being my normal chipper self, and I says hello, and she said hey, and she reached out to shake my hand, and I said nope, we don't shake hands here in the pool hall, we hug each other. And so I gave her, she never left me alone.
Aw, that is
Yep.
so sweet.
Yep.
That's a great story. I appreciate you
Yeah.
sharing that with us.
Yep.
Um, so how
And
long
her
did it take you before you asked her to marry you?
9 months. Here's some more intel on myself. So I had troubles with women, not like getting a woman, but like being with just one woman. And when I met my wife, I never looked at another woman like that pretty much again. So that's how I knew, like, 'cause she could keep up with me in every way, like my fast-paced lifestyle and what I wanted, what I thought I needed in a relationship. She kept up and gave me what I needed as a man. I guess.
Ugh.
Exactly. That was the trouble I found, like, with other women. They were like, I described when I met my wife as she was a woman compared to the girls I was dating because I was young, and that pretty much just like she helped me become the man I am today, basically, just by being who she. I don't know. I was just like, damn.
That's pretty amazing. Can you please go away? No. I just want a snack. You already eaten dinner. Do your kids do this too? Huh?
tell them to go get their own snack then. Our snack cupboard's right on the ground level, so they just go and eat all the food.
Oh
I
no,
just pay for the bill.
this one is like when she says she wants a snack, she wants like a whole fucking meal.
Yeah, it's like my kids. Yeah,
Yeah, she wants a whole meal.
right.
Yes, it does. There's lots of salt on those.
In fact, I caught my 5-year-old climbing up on the counter the other day, and I says, "What are you doing?" And she said I was getting a bowl to try to get some ice cream. I said, "You better get down from there. Let me help you out." Like, how the hell did you get up there anyway?
They're crafty. Like
Right?
they're really good at it. I don't know how they do it. I was like,
Right?
"Are you serious right now?"
Right?
Like this one wants me to cook her whole freaking meal. Shit
Right?
out of her damn mind.
As long as Ghost isn't cooking for her.
Bipolar.
Oh, snap.
Oh snap.
I used to be a chef, so I mean, I have to rip on Ghost a little bit.
Right. What kind of a chef were you?
Well, I worked in a Le Cordon Bleu owner's restaurant, so she used to teach classes at the Le Cordon Bleu College, and she taught me how to cook when I was 15 at her restaurant that I worked at, and I was pretty much running her kitchen when I was 16 by myself.
That's
So
pretty
basically,
awesome.
homemade whatever from anything, and I still cook kind of a little bit today. Mostly specialize in smoked barbecue.
That's awesome. This child is gonna give me a freaking hernia tonight, like right here in my eyeballs.
Right.
An eyeball hernia. Right fucking here from looking at her so horribly. Yeah, make sure you don't show the stream like what your can is.
My can is a can of nothing.
Okay, good. Just make sure you don't show the stream what your can is.
They don't know what it is.
No. Yeah, yeah. Make sure that that doesn't show up because that would be
Yeah, I know.
horrible.
I thought about
That would be horrible.
I was like, I could go get one of them, but I have a whole case of this other stuff, so. Yep.
Yeah, for real. Interference! 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 Were you around for that? Why we
What?
call her interference instead of endeavorance?
Nope.
So she donated the other night, and you know how when I get donations, my alerts read me what their message is?
Yep.
It said bipolar, or no, it said something about Endeavorance is something, but that's how it pronounced her name was Endeavorance.
Nice.
Yeah, so I about died. It was freaking hilarious.
Nice.
Yes, Jedi. She's 7. She's in 2nd grade. I got trolled. Yeah, right? Kitty Clover, thank you for that host. You're amazing. Make sure you guys are asking questions because, I mean, this is bipolar.
You can ask anything, don't worry, I ain't
And
shy.
and he can't stay up too late because he has to go to work tomorrow. So we, what time do you normally start? You normally start your stream at 11? Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
11 your time, yep.
Okay. Alright, so you and Ghost stream at the same time, right?
That's why I'm never in the stream, yep.
It happens. I mean,
Yep.
it happens. So, yeah, Jedi, she has insomnia though, so she's fighting it right now.
Right.
Yeah, she slept for like an hour and now she's awake, so she'll probably be up playing video games all night.
There you go.
So, what is your youngest? What is her favorite video game?
She likes Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And she likes Mario Kart because she likes, I don't know, she thinks it's funny when she stops in the middle of the road and gets smashed by the things that come down, you know?
So she's not as competitive as you are then.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But if you take it away from her, she doesn't like that, no. She has the attitude of her mother in my brain, so it's not a good combo, put it that way.
Safe zone.
Solus, thank you so much for the host. You're amazing. Let's see. Next question. comes from Indiverance. Or it's not a question, it's more of a statement. She says, I think you're awesome for all that you have accomplished.
Thank you.
Yeah, and let's see.
Appreciate
Play a
it.
Dragon has a troll question for you. Do you accept?
Sure. Let's go.
Good night, child. I have to wait until this one walks out of the room. Jedi
I'm not-
Ashley, what's going on? How are you? Uh,
I don't
you
have
know
a
the
say.
rules. If somebody asks you a question you don't want to answer, you just Snoop Nelson it, right?
No worries.
All
I don't say
right.
nothing.
That's funny. The Gamer Domain, thank you so much for your follow. Welcome to my half of the Save Zone. Make sure that you follow my amazing, incredible stream partner, Ghost GT27. He's the more talented of the two of us. Without him, none of this would be possible. So make sure you drop him a follow. All right, let's see. So Playa says, when did you lose your virginity? Free range, right?
when I was 13.
Oh, Lord. He said free range, right? Like, because you were talking about all the pics and stuff.
Oh yeah. When I was 13.
Trollololo. That's funny. So,
You could ask any kind of question you want. I'll answer anything basically. So if you want to
right.
answer them kind of questions, go right ahead. I got you.
I got this. I
Yeah.
got this. I'm doing good, Jedi. Glad to hear you're doing well. That's funny. So, what is the process that you go through when you're setting up for your stream?
You mind like getting myself hyped or what?
Like, I mean, some people are like, okay, well, I gotta eat first, and
Not really, man. Just I go take a piss like anybody else before I sit down. That's about it.
that's it.
I don't go through any kind of process. Competitive blood, I guess you could say, has always been flowing. I'm competitive in everything, so I mean, it just doesn't stop anywhere.
Flea says, I meant free range questions, damn it.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Go
well,
ahead.
that too.
Any. I won't stoop Nelson any question. I swear. Don't. I have no filter. Trust me.
That's awesome. Indifference, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I would probably. That's a good question. I would go to Alaska actually because I enjoy the mountains. And when I asked my wife to marry me, it was in Colorado in front of the Rocky Mountains. So
Ah,
that's why I enjoy the mountains.
in the snow? And in
No, it
like
was in
the
the
8 months
summertime.
of winter, too?
Yeah, the 8 months of winter here. Yeah, there's no mountains here though. You don't understand. It's completely flat where I
I
live, and you
know.
can see
And there's
forever.
water everywhere.
Well, not up here. No.
Well, I mean, isn't Minnesota the land or
Yeah, land
the
1,000 puddle or 10,000 puddles. Yeah.
yeah, 10,000 puddles?
You won't talk about my sports teams over here because that's disappointment. So.
So what kind of sports do you follow then?
I watch football, I watch hockey, and I watch a lot of baseball.
Who's your favorite baseball team?
Minnesota Twins, woo! They're absolutely terrible, but actually, my son, we could talk about him if you want a little bit. Would be
Sure,
probably a good subject. The
sure.
one that's disabled, he has a rare disability, and he is the only one in the world who has what he has.
Mhm.
And the Minnesota Twins, Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Minnesota Wild sponsor an organization that he's involved with, so we get to go to a lot of their games for free. Uh, the team pays for all the games that we go to, and we get to meet many athletes. And the group he's involved in is called Hope Kids,
Mhm. I've
and
heard of it.
I'll probably be doing a stream for them, to try to raise some money eventually. And so basically, it helps kids like with cancer, terminal cancer, and any kind of kid with a life-threatening disease or disability. And my 7-year-old's fully disabled, as in fully disabled. He has the mental capability of like a 9-month-old, and he's 7. So he really enjoys baseball because he likes being outside. So we go to a lot of baseball games.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And they
That's
pay for everything.
that's absolutely amazing. Oh, what about football?
Minnesota Vikings.
That's what I was afraid of.
Not them Packers. I
Nah.
won $5 off the game when they lost. Sorry, Ghost, but had to do it, brother. I was thinking about you.
I don't know if he's even back yet. He said he'd be right back.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh,
I hope he goes down and gets his mail while he's like taking
right.
this little bit of break. He needs to go get his mail because
Yeah,
he has something there waiting for him
nice,
that he needs to go get. Hint, hint,
nice.
hint, hint,
Right.
hint, ghost. So gross,
So,
bipolar. He is here.
hey man, I won money off of that. I ain't complaining. And you know, it was from a Packer fan who had a lot of faith in the Packers, and I was just like, yeah, what about this much on Atlanta? And they were like, sure. I'm like, are you really serious? You might as well just give me the money. And that's pretty much how it went, you know?
Oh Lord. Let's
So there's
see.
I live on the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota, so there's a lot of trash talking. You
Oh, I'm
understand, I suppose.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm positive that's ridiculous.
Because I live in Minnesota, work in Wisconsin. So I'm like 15 miles from the border of Wisconsin. And I grew up in Wisconsin and grew up a Packer fan, but because my dad forced me to.
Your dad forced you to be a Packer fan.
Everybody in my family's hardcore Packer fans, as in you go to Christmas and they're all wearing Packer jerseys, because that's how Wisconsin is. Especially where I'm from, and around Wisconsin.
I'm sure, because
Yep,
I know Ghost is like that.
that's how every Packer fan is. They're all the same.
That's amazing.
I go to Christmas and they're
Everyone
all
here
wearing
is
Packer
forced to.
jerseys, so I show up in my Vikings jersey just to piss them off.
I'm sorry about your, sorry for your loss. No, I mean, uh, yay? Ghost,
Yeah,
everyone here is forced to.
right?
Ghost, did you get your mail today? 'Cause he has something in his mail waiting for him. My pastor has a Packer tie on after service. Um, he also makes sure that service is scheduled around the game too.
Yep, you'll have that.
I mean,
My pastor is a Viking fan, so
right?
it's trash to the Packer fans because we live on the border, like I said, and there's a lot of Packer fans that come to our church, so it's a good time.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely. Ghost. Aw. He didn't get his mail yet.
So that's why every time I see Ghost with that Packer hat on, I'm like, come on, bro. And then I have to shoot him a, hey man, nice hat, you know?
I mean, that's not the only hat that he wears.
And then Brewers too, I know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Bucks,
say. He wears
you
the Brewers a lot. I mean,
I know this.
yeah.
I had tickets to go to a Brewers game last summer and I didn't even go. I mean, we didn't want to drive all the way over there. That's all the way across the state for us.
It's
So,
on right now. What's on right now, Ghost?
Bucks probably.
Huh?
Yes, I would guess the Bucks game's probably on.
I have more Brewer crew hats. He has a lot. Like when you go into his game room, it's literally like this whole wall, and most of this wall is nothing but hats. Like,
Yeah, that's when I first met Mr. Ghost. I seen he was from Wisconsin on Twitter because I didn't follow random people. I'm like, this guy's from Wisconsin. Who's really gonna be harmful from Wisconsin? So that's how I followed him. And then I figured out he was a streamer and a baseball fan. So, I mean, there you go. I'm a huge baseball fan, so we kind of clicked right there, and that's how I came to the safe zone.
that's awesome. And Ghost said it wasn't a big loss. Anyone could go to a Brewers game whenever they want for cheap.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, true story, right? AJ Ninja Jedi wants me to tell you that he wishes the best for your son.
Thanks, man. I mean, he's in there's no life expectancy for him. Everything's perfectly healthy with him. His organs are fine, and as research develops, there's new stuff we can try.
Hmm.
I mean, there's really um, he has a chromosome disorder, so I mean, there's nothing really you can do about it. And We just gotta, as parents, you look at something like that, and as an outsider that's not involved in our family, people like to look at it and say, "Oh, I'm sorry for your son," but he's there's nothing to be sorry about. He's his own person, and he's got his own attitude, and he's made that way for a purpose. I feel like I know it's helped me become a better man in myself, and just everybody that surrounds him just loves the crap out of that kid,
Right?
and he's just happy all the time. He's never sad. He's always happy.
Well, as long as he's healthy and happy,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I
no
mean,
worries.
no. I mean, if y'all ever meet the kid, you would never. He's a cute kid. I mean, you never forget him. I mean, the nurses even know who he is that he's seen like once. So I mean, he's very improved my life in a massive way, you could say, because I don't look at people the same. And yeah, and when people look at him and think, oh, he's disabled and in a wheelchair, like when he first was diagnosed that way, I was obviously in a bad spot in my life, and I was always worried about people judging him as a person. But people really don't look at kids like that and just like stare and be like, They more, if they are that way, then they ask you questions and they want to know about him and they come up and meet him. I mean, it's not like he's like a person. And just because he can't do anything like me or you, he's still a person with his own
Absolutely.
attitude and everything. Yeah,
Absolutely. That's amazing, though.
yeah,
I'm glad that he likes baseball. It's
yeah,
that's pretty cool. There's
yeah,
not
right,
really a lot of baseball fans left in the world, so
right.
I
So I
mean,
mean, yeah. I mean, he needs a hug just like my other kids do.
oh yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Um, so the snow, how much do you have right now? You didn't hear me, did you?
Ooh, me?
Yeah, how much snow do you have right now?
Well, how much snow do we have? A lot. Like on the ground or like on the road? Because out here it's always blowing and drifting, so there's always snow on the road.
Right.
If it's flat, we have a lot. Yeah.
I figure. Guys, we need to
Yeah.
take a quick second and spam some hearts for Jacana. She just informed me that something happened in the family. So it's going to be a rough time for her. So if you guys could please spam hearts for Jacana, I would appreciate it. It means the world to us when you guys do this, and we know you can't because
Heart.
you're
There's a heart, kind of.
a player that I played 16 years of baseball. So
There you go, man.
let's see, why in the hell does this keep happening? My stupid chat keeps like freezing. Like
Yeah.
so weird. Like it keeps going in OBS, but like everything freezes on my screen. Like it's so bizarre.
Have the chicken drink, so I'm turning around. Don't look at my can.
No, yeah, please don't. There we go. Jacana, those are for you.
There.
I hope everything works out for you. Please let us know if you need anything. We love you dearly here. Yeah, absolutely. And let's see. I'm pretty sure that I read all these questions already. Yep, I sure did. Alright. It is super annoying. I don't understand. Have you had that issue too? Or you probably
Who
do.
made now?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been.
Huh?
Yeah, the whole page freezes, and then you're stuck with
Oh,
like the
really?
little finger instead of the arrow, so you can't even click on anything. You have to completely refresh the shit.
Right? Man, no. Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I don't understand why. Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
I don't know.
But thank you guys so much for spamming those hearts for Jacana. She's a part of our family, and as you guys know, when somebody's going through something rough in our family, we always. Oh, holy fuck!
Here's 24 interview night.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scream in your ear. Be a
Wasn't
ninja.
that bad.
Thank you so much for that donation. You're amazing. I love you dearly. Holy shit. Yeah, and it said it was for interview night. So, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you or scream in your ear. Scared the fuck out of me,
Alright.
though. Damn, B. Scared the hell out of me, girl. I love you, baby girl. Cheers. Oh, Lord. Oh, you're amazing, B. Made something bounce out of the cup with that. Oh.
Nice.
I mean, it happens. All right. Now, here you go. You ready for your personalized advertisement?
Yep.
And if you act right now, you
Uh-huh.
will get the ever exclusive Shell and Ghost and Bipolar drink cozies. Yes, cozies with their
Okay.
faces on it.
Ooh,
The
that beard, though.
Bipolar exclusive coffee cup with a Bipolar PCK skin. Act fast, because these are going quicker than we can make these up.
Right?
Arcade, we love you, and your silly advertisements that you do for every interview. I love them.
Nice.
I always look forward to what kind of body pillow or product he's gonna or she's gonna come out with tonight or
There you
next.
go.
Yeah.
Nice.
So would you, if somebody were to put that in production, would you endorse it?
You said it was a koozie?
Koozies and
Like a
coffee
can
cups?
koozie?
Yeah, or like a
Oh,
beer
yeah.
koozie or a bottle koozie.
Who doesn't want a beard koozie? I mean, come on now.
I mean, would it have like on the cup itself? Would it have like a beard around it and a mustache around it? Like, I mean, I
Yeah,
gotta
why not?
know. Like, it would
You
have
could,
to, right?
it would. I mean, you could have a beard hanging off the bottom of the cup, you know what I'm saying? It could be a 3D beard.
That a 3D beard.
Go. Get a
There
ZZ
you
Top
go.
cup, pick up your cup, and the beard hangs down, you know what I mean?
Dragon Strife, what's going on? How are you? They're playing quote roulette,
Nice.
and the ones that they've pulled out so far. Let's see. Here, quote number 113. Make sure you follow my partner. Go suck my fuck.
Right. You always say the most interesting things.
I mean, it just comes out, all right? I can't
It'll,
help it.
you'll have that.
Really? For
Yeah.
real. Dragon Stripe
Yeah.
just pulled number 100. Suck my tit, bitch.
Nice.
Oh, Lord. Thank you for that snowball value. It was getting a little hot in here. I needed a snowball. Make sure that you guys are all following each other. Make sure that you guys all follow Bipolar! Victim in the chat. That'll give you your Twitch and Twitter just so that you can do this. Now, while I have you in
Yeah.
here, and you
Yo.
have been around
Yep.
for a long time with us, so what does your
Yep.
voyeur say? And I can't do your voyeur. Actually, I could just pull it up and look at it. Here, save you the
My
hassle.
what say?
To see how long you've been following me. I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't pull it up and look.
Like 9 or 10 months, I think.
Yeah, I know it's been a long time. You've been around for an awful long time. But Ghost and I have been asking everybody this, and I wanted to ask you too while I have you here. What would you suggest that we could do to make this better for all of you guys? Like the safe zone.
I don't know. I think it's pretty good the way it is, to be honest. I mean, just keep doing what you guys are doing, really. I mean, showing up on Sundays to support my stream and going to other people's stream and just hanging out, even chatting, you know? It's more like the way I feel as this person, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel like this. If I'm watching you as a streamer and I talk to you, I want you to talk back to me, right?
Right?
And I know it can't be done all the time, but I feel like you guys were pretty good at doing it and responding to me. That's why I stick around. And if you show up in my stream, I'm going to show up in your stream kind of deal. That's kind of how I work, you know? And a lot of people are the same way. You know, like I go and watch Bitus quite a bit too when I can. He comes to my stream too and watches me and talks to me, so it's kind of like a mutual thing. I think you guys do well, like Bitus does too. You know what I mean?
Right. So,
Yeah.
Ghost and I have been talking about doing like not necessarily training seminar, but kind of like learning purposes podcast for you guys.
Yep.
What would a subject be that you would be most interested in us talking about to help you better your stream?
Mm,
Like, what is one thing? Because I know you were saying that you were
yeah.
having issues with like
OBS,
OBS,
because I don't know what I'm doing yet. Yeah, that would be good.
right?
Like a 101 on OBS. Like, this is how you do it, idiot. Because they say it's simple, but I'm like, I can't do it. Maybe it's the iBuy computer. I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, because the way that Ghost and I have it set up, we could always, stream and then we could share screens with you guys so that you could see the OBS and go through it and everything like that. So this is
Yeah,
something that's coming up in the future to help you guys learn.
that'd be good.
Yeah. So.
Because I know how to, like, capture my screen, right? But then when I start my stream, like, boom, then they can see me, like, click on my game and start that. So I don't have no screens in between, and I don't know how to do it. And so that's just how it's been for now. So it'd be good to learn that kind of stuff, yeah.
Okay. That's good. Ghost said that I buy power probably.
Oh, it's got some power in it, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do have a lot of friends that know how to build PCs, so I mean, I just didn't trust none of them with my money, to be honest. And my wife felt better, more comfortable paying that kind of money to a company to build it instead of one of my buddies, basically.
Right.
So it made her feel more comfortable with our investment of a lot of money for a family of 5 for a gaming thing. To have it professionally done. Know that I chose the best thing, but it's better than Alienware, I guess.
Right. And
I
Dragon
was told
Strife, they're not all sexual. He said all the quotes are sexual.
most of them. You know, but I mean, we're in the safe zone, so what do you expect?
Oh, wow, right?
I expected some more questions like that. I mean, come on, bro.
That's funny.
Make me feel uncomfortable. Try.
Safe
It's not gonna
zone.
happen in here. Havoc, thank you so much for that host again. You're amazing. All 4 of us at the same time. Go, go, go. Name one that hasn't been.
Well, a
I
crow
mean,
hasn't been. Yeah, they all are. Okay, to be honest, but
double tap. The foam. The foam got a bit out of hand at the end. That's not sexual. I mean, it could be though.
could be.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Coming. Oh my god. I guess they are all sexual.
Hey, I mean, sometimes the foam can get away from you.
Right?
Sometimes too early, you know what? It'll happen.
Oh, that's funny. That's freaking funny. I mean, you gotta think, Dragon, these are like not us capturing them. So, like, a lot of the people that capture these quotes have like sex on the brain.
So basically, what she's trying to say is a safe zone community. We're all a bunch of pervs,
Fuck yeah, we are. I mean, have you heard us talk? Hi, I'm Shell.
right?
What's up, Marine? So we're gonna play some Rocket League with my amazing partner after the stream, Bipolar, and I'm sure Bipolar is gonna stream as well because that's 11 o'clock for him. Well, 10 o'clock for him, so that's his normal stream time.
Yep.
Oh,
It's an
Ghosty
opportunity.
Pants wants to know why don't you play TF2?
Titanfall 2.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ghost. Let me see here, sir. I have it, and I'm pretty sure it's still wrapped up in plastic, friend. Like my Skyrim that I have, and Steep that I have, and all these games I buy that I never play, but I buy them because I feel like I need them. And Titanfall 2, still wrapped up.
That's awesome. Infamous just said safe zone equals boozed up pervs.
Yeah, pretty much, I would say. Most of us.
Boozed up pervs. Rocket League Hammy says, Mr. Hambone.
Huh?
Who does that? What? Marine, hey, guys, I picked up. I had to pick on you on Twitter. What, Marine? Why did you pick on my partner?
Uh-huh.
Trying to remember who the blood elf in here was. I have no idea, Dragon. There's a lot of people in and out of here.
Yep. All the time.
Ghost said I could take that TF2 off your hands if you need.
No, I'm good, bro. I played the beta. I think it was okay at first. Then I got bored with it, so I haven't played it again. So basically, I know Ghost loves the game, but I'm not a fan of it really. But I bought it in case I got bored one day and said, "Hey, I want to play some Titanfall 2," or if Ghost owned a PS4 and played Titanfall 2, I'd be there with them, you know.
I mean, I'll probably end up getting it on PC eventually. Like as soon as I
Yeah.
can afford it, I will.
I mean, it's not like the kind of shooter game I would play. I'd rather prefer like a Battlefield that I have that I never play either. But basically, my gaming is consumed with Rocket League and Overwatch.
Marine, he doesn't have Twitch open right now.
Oh, sorry.
Marine said I was picking on him for no return follow. I was just messing with him. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't have Twitch open right now because he's on a laptop, and the laptop will just be like, "Fuck you, dude. I'm not gonna work."
Yep. And I got that pop string internet, you know. Can only have so many people on at once. And I'll follow you back though.
Ghost said BF1 is Garbo. Did you hear what happened to Ghost yesterday?
I seen he was playing Battlefield 1 and I was like, what the hell's his problem? And I fell asleep after that.
Oh, so you missed the rage quit.
Yeah, I figure. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
watch
About an
I
hour in.
watch
About an
I
hour and a
watch
half in.
I watch Princess quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I see her rage all the time.
He rage
At
quit.
Battlefield. Oh yeah, you'll have that.
Like straight up rage quit. It was great. He like pulled the CD out of the Xbox
Yeah.
and didn't even put it back in the case, which is really
Oh,
unusual for him.
right?
Yeah. Let's
I mean, I
see.
still got an Xbox One. I just never play it.
Right?
Well, basically, this is how it goes, okay? So the safe zone is like the Xbox community, and when I got involved in it, it's when I quit playing my Xbox because that's all I used to play because I used to play competitive COD and it was on Xbox, and now competitive COD moved to PS4. That's why I had a PS4 anyway, but that's why I played PS4, and I just quit Call of Duty because I'm too old to be that fast anymore.
That's funny. Mamba Sun 125. Thank you so much for that host. You're amazing. Arcane also says if you were given the money and you were able to pick two different things, and both of those things you really wanted bad,
Yep.
say a high-end PC and maybe something else, what would hold on that would help you, and the whole cost is covered? What would you pick?
Full cost is covered. That would help me streaming or just help my life in general.
I have no idea.
I mean, if a homie would pay off my house, that would be awesome. And for me, it's not like for my streaming really. It's more like my things I have to pay off because that's why I have budget that I have to budget because I have big payments. So I mean, if that's your question, then someone could buy me a new Silverado. That would be awesome.
Yeah, right?
Right? And I really want one because they're cool looking, but it's just not in the budget when I have other things to pay for.
Exactly.
And if somebody's gonna help me with my stream, I mean, I got a pretty nice PC, I think. So I mean, I just invested in that, so I pretty much got what I need. I need a webcam. That's about it.
Yeah, because he's on a crap top right now, so he needs webcam.
Yeah, yeah. I
Let's,
can't use my expensive PC because I ain't got a webcam. So
you could stream without a webcam. You'd be fine.
yeah,
Double
I do.
tap. Thank you so much for the host. You're amazing.
But everybody likes to see the beard, so you know, a lot of people that come in always compliment the beard.
And Arcane said just to help you in general.
Just to help me in general, like
Yeah.
in life.
Yeah, in life.
If somebody could pay off my house, that'd be huge.
Exactly.
It's a humongous, because our house has to be pretty good sized, obviously, for my kid in a wheelchair. Because if you think about it now,
You have to have
the
complete accessibility as well.
So the cheaper the house you get, the smaller the hallways are, the smaller the door frames are. Once you get into the more expensive houses, which, the bigger the hallways, the wider, more open they are. So I basically had no choice but to push my budget to the top to get what my son needed.
Yeah. That's
And that's why I
amazing,
have to
though.
wait for a $70 webcam, because that's the kind of sacrifices I make as a parent with a child with disabilities. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible, though. I mean, when it comes down to brass tacks, you're always going to choose what's best for your children's needs
Yep.
than what you want.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean,
Yep.
on a similar but totally different note, I Bug needed something stimulating that was different than playing Fat Princess all the time online,
Right.
or zombies, Plants vs Zombies online. So
Yep.
I got on eBay and got her a couple the little plug and play handheld joystick type
Yep.
games, and she's been rocking the hell out of those for
Yeah, I get
days
it.
now.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm like, this is amazing. So
Oh, yeah.
but that was a selfish need because I wanted something to keep her out of my skin too.
You have to have that sometime.
Right?
I mean, every parent needs a break to do their own expression of yourself.
Exactly. But I
I
mean,
mean,
she needed something though to totally get
right.
off of it. So, um, how do you bribe your kids?
How do I bribe them?
Oh yeah.
Mm, they're not really old enough to be bribed, I guess. What my older son is, he wants a gaming PC now that I have one. And I told him, oh, you sell your Xbox, because he's got an Xbox One as well as I do. And he's got a PS4 as well. I said, if you sell all that, you might be close. So I don't know. I don't really bribe him too much. I tell him to pick up the dog poop in the yard. I'll give you $5 or something. But
I mean, you make
just,
them work for it. That's enough.
yeah, you don't. He works for everything. So I'm trying to teach him responsibility and to work for what he has to have. So that way he has a good work ethic when he gets older, and not like a lot of kids nowadays, or growing up adults nowadays, that seem to not want anything handed to them. You know what I mean?
Check this out. Wads TV said
Yep.
to get with him and he'll give you his webcam. It's a Logitech C930. Um,
Nice.
and you can use that to help you.
Would be much appreciated, bro.
So make sure you hit Wads up so that you guys can
Safe
recognize it.
zone.
Wads, that is
Thank
outstanding of you, dude. I mean, outstanding.
That'd be
And,
awesome.
and Weedman, thank you so much for that host. You're amazing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's why you got to save some family, because I feel like we all have each other's backs, no
Hmm.
matter what we're going through. I mean, when my mother-in-law had cancer, y'all had my back.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's a good family to be involved with. I'd say we're more family than a community.
Safe zone.
Yo, for real. Brian, bitches! Thank you so much for that host. You're amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I-
thanks, man.
and I totally agree. I mean, that's what, like, I changed our tweet that went out, and Ghost changed the tweet that we went out, and um most of the time the tweet just said join our community to help yours grow, and then I was like, I changed it so that it says it's a community that before you know it becomes your family. um
See that,
which
that,
it's so true.
man. Because if I ever have to talk about anything, I know that I can talk to certain people in the safe zone, and
Oh
they
yeah.
always back and calm me down if I need it.
Oh yeah,
I haven't
absolutely.
really. I mean, I know there's people that will help me out and calm me down, and be there when I need somebody to talk to. Most things I try to handle on my own, but sometimes even a guy that's a leader of the house and his family needs somebody to talk to.
Absolutely. And Watts, that is so outstanding of you. He says,
And
I mean, bipolar is in a better place with the stream, and I'm already budgeting for Mike. I'll live without a camera. Mike, I'd rather help out if I can. So
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
make sure that you hit him up for sure. That's
Oh,
amazing.
man.
And what's up, Weed Man? Again, guys, exclamation point victim in the chat so that you guys can all follow Bipolar. Like this has been pretty amazing. Like I've gotten to know you again on
Yeah.
such a different level than I would ever get to know you in your stream through this. So I need to adjust this because so I figured out with this new headset, like my hair, unless my hair is up and there's something like back here to stop it, my
Right.
hair's so flat that my headset just kind of like falls off the back of my head. It just kind of goes yeah,
Nice.
yeah. It's pretty funny. I was talking to Ghost last night. I'm like, see, look at it go. It's going.
Right?
And like last night, I leaned forward like this to pick something up off the ground while Ghost was streaming, and my headset just went right on the floor. I was like, oh
Right.
shit! I hope they didn't all hear that.
Right. That's not good.
Right?
Right.
Communityception, right, Wads? That's what's up. It's a community inside of a community that brings the community close together. Exactly, Chev.
Yeah, community, man.
It's all about that community inside of a community. Inside
Hey,
of another community.
what's everybody's favorite movie? What's your favorite movie? How about that? How about I ask a question? What's your favorite movie?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. That's a
Hands
good
down.
movie.
It is.
I like. My favorite movie is Half Baked.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie too.
Still,
And Mama's Boy, that's a good one too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
That's an absolute
Heck
great
yeah.
movie. Who's your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Batman?
I know people say he's not really a superhero, but to me that's Batman's the man.
I mean, he's made himself a superhero with all of his money.
Right? Yeah.
Do you play the Telltale series?
No, I don't play any Batman games. My son plays them all. He's also a Batman fan because I'm a Batman fan. When I say Batman, I've watched most of the movies and I have Batman pajama pants.
Nice.
Yeah.
Batman pajama pants.
Right?
We want
So-
proof for it didn't happen, Bipolar.
I don't have them on. So rip.
That's funny as hell.
Right.
So, butternuts. Oh my goodness. So, now that you have a gaming PC,
Yes, ma'am.
you could play a lot more on like Steam.
Yes, ma'am. I've been on there almost every day.
Looking at Steam.
Yep.
Have you really? That's hilarious. You
I've
should
been-
you should really check out the Telltale, the Batman Telltale. And I mean, I wouldn't suggest streaming it. I would suggest more just playing it to yourself because it's such a
Right.
great story and every
Right.
time you play it, it's different. So you should check it out. You'd like it.
Right.
Hacker, what's up?
I will check it out, but campaign games I never finish. Ever. So I'll buy them, but I'll never finish them. Like I bought Watch Dogs 2 and I never finished it. Because as an online gamer, I just feel like I could be beating real people instead of a story mode. But that's just the way I think. So I'll definitely look at it to play it because I started playing Watch Dogs.
Right? How do you
Right.
like Watch Dogs?
I got through like the first 5 or 6 missions. I thought it was better than the first one. It was a good time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks, Hacker.
Basically, it's like whenever my teammates aren't on, then I'll play like a story game.
Mm-hmm.
I have people I play with like every day, kind of deal. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Welcome back, Wads, and thank you, Hacker. I got that fixed now. I didn't even notice that I was writing it really fast. That's funny.
But my PlayStation buddies are getting salty because I've been on PC. So they've been coming in my streams and talking trash to me because I've switched to PC Master Race now, and they're jealous.
Ooh, that jealousy though. That jealousy though. So are you the outdoors type at all?
Kind of. Yep.
Yeah. Like
I'd rather be outside than inside most of the time. Yep.
you'd rather be inside at your computer than outside in like the woods.
Outside, yeah.
PC
Stream most
is
of the time.
Master Race.
I stream most of the time in camo if nobody's noticed and hasn't checked out my stream. So yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. Drive a Silverado pickup truck. Yep.
That's what I was asking.
Yep.
And I take it you're a hunter as well.
Yep.
What's the strangest thing that you've ever hunted?
I straight up just hunt deer because everything else is too expensive, basically, for since I got married and got other bills, you know.
Mhm.
But the strangest thing I've ever seen out in the woods when I was in my tree stand. If anybody's hunters out there, I was up in my tree stand opening day, like 5 years ago, and it was so cold out opening day. It was, I think, if I remember right, it was like 36 below zero. And when I'd spit my chew out on the ground, it would freeze in my stand before it even dripped off, right? And I seen an albino timber wolf below my stand.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it's about the strangest thing I've ever seen in the woods, I guess.
That's amazing. Do you guys
Yeah.
have coyote issues out there?
Yep.
Then why is that too expensive for you to hunt coyotes?
Well, coyotes are free for me because my dad owns the land, so small game's all free.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know how it is there, but here, um, coyotes are open season,
Yep.
except for deer season. Of course, it's open season year round because they're a menace.
Same thing here.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure. Like we don't have any kind of tag limit or anything.
Either, but I guess I wouldn't consider that strange because that's normal.
Right. I mean, it's normal for me too.
Right. So where I'm
Yeah.
from, it's normal to see somebody walking down the street in camo with a gun open up on their hip carrying it. That's normal to me. And for some people, that's not normal, you know? So, like, where I'm from and where you're from or everybody else is from, like, I don't have to lock my vehicle here because we don't have crime here, like, at all. The most crime we have here is when the cows get out and come to town and they call the cops on the cows. I mean, seriously, that's what happens. And like I've looked at the crime stats here in this town, and we haven't had a crime ever in like the last 50 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
See, here,
it's
the
completely
smaller,
different for everybody, but
right? I was
yeah,
gonna say here, the smaller the town, the better you would think it would be, but really, it's not because
like,
Ohio is, with it being so close to like Detroit, and
yep,
we have Ohio has one of the biggest drug routes in the U.S.
yep.
Because you
I've
have
been to
State Route
Ohio.
23, and it goes from Michigan all the way down south. So
Yep.
like you take that straight up to Detroit, and a lot of drug runners use it. So we have little freaking hubs everywhere for like heroin and meth and all the other disgusting shit that
Yep.
ruins people's lives.
Is we went to Florence, Kentucky to see the Creation Museum and take the kids there, and for a homeschooling kind of thing, and we went and we visited Cincinnati for a day. And I was like, "Are you sure, my lovely wife, you want to go to Cincinnati?" And she's like, "Yeah." So we went and had the experience of Cincinnati.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. she she as every woman, she really had to go to the bathroom by the time we got there, you know. So I says, "Okay, honey, where do you want to go to the bathroom at?" And she says, "Well, anyway, I want to go check out a Goodwill store." I says, "Hold on a second." And I'm thinking in my head, we're in Cincinnati, and she wants to go to a Goodwill store, probably not in the best of neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So we took her to. I found a Goodwill store down in Cincinnati, and she got out, went to the bathroom, came back in the van, and she basically said, "Never again, I'll go to a Goodwill store in Cincinnati." So,
No.
uh,
No.
so I mean, yeah, I'm used to big cities because I have a lot of family in California that I visited, so LA
Right.
area. So I'm used to seeing that kind of stuff. But my wife grew up in a small farm town as well, so when she sees like the more crime-ridden neighborhoods, like gangsters riding on miniaturized bikes down the road, she'll like take a picture of them. I'm like, don't do that.
Like they're gonna kill you, honey. No.
Exactly. I'm like, they don't play like that around here.
That's funny. That's freaking
Right.
hilarious. So do you prefer city or country then?
I like
Concrete and asphalt or grass and dirt, honey? Which one?
obviously country.
Grass and dirt, right?
Yep.
Okami! What's up, Okami?
I have no hate for people who live in the city. I mean, I live in in the town, but if I walk across the street through my neighbor's yard, I'm in a cornfield. So I mean, it's pretty much as rural as you can get. But with living in a town, but I had no choice because this is where we found the wheelchair accessible house. There's no houses for sale in the country at the time.
Mm-mm.
I prefer to be in the country, in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Right. I
So
mean, I would too.
I grew up in a house in the middle of 40 acres in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
That's funny. Dragon Strife and I have had this argument so many times in the past of what is better, city or country, and he is so concrete and asphalt, and I'm like, fuck your concrete asphalt, I'll take my grass and dirt every day.
Yep. It all depends on how you grew up, basically. I mean, that's how I felt. I mean, once I moved back to a more rural area, I felt like it's more like home to me, and I'm more comfortable to be who I am.
Yeah, city
And
life
that
is not the
to me
best.
is like weird. But I mean, if I go to the big city, which I'm like an hour from,
Mm.
right, and I walk down the street in the normal clothes I wear, people stare at me.
Oh, jeez.
What the hell? He's wearing hunting attire. Oh my dear. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's so I fit in around here a lot better than going somewhere like in Kentucky. I fit in well because they're all like kind of redneck hillbilly guys out there, you know. So I was like, hell yeah. So I felt pretty comfortable there. But
That's hilarious. Boss Lady
yeah,
Warfare, how are you, sweetheart? It's been a while. Yeah, no, I am totally. I'm with you guys though. Like, I would rather live like small town, but close enough to a Taco Bell.
right.
I
Yeah.
have to have Taco Bell in my life. Um, yeah, I have to have Taco Bell in my life. I love Taco Bell. Growing up, my mom called it Toxic Hell,
Right.
and it's her favorite food chain. Like, seriously.
It's mine too.
Is it? What's your
Yep.
favorite item on the Taco Bell menu?
Steak quesadilla.
That
Quesadilla grande
quesadilla.
or whatever it is, the big one.
Ooh, the big
Eh,
one, huh?
if you ain't got the big one, then you ain't full all the way. That's how I feel.
I mean,
Don't quote that because that ain't right.
yeah, it is. Please quote that. If you ain't got the big one, you're not full all the way.
Right?
Bipolar. Somebody quote that quickly. Holy hell, that was amazing. You're blushing too, by the way.
Yeah, you'll have that. I mean, yeah, I think the little quesadilla ain't gonna feed a man. So you gotta have the man-sized quesadilla. You know what I mean? Right.
Oh God, I hope they get it because that was amazing.
Right.
If you ain't got the big one, you aren't full all the way. Yes, double tap.
There you
Amazing.
go.
Oh Lord, that's hilarious. GG, yo, GG.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Yeah, we got this. We do have this awesome Mexican restaurant that's like
Safe
12 miles from my
zone.
house, and they had no kidding, dude. They had these burritos. They're seriously like that big around, and they're like a foot and a half long, and it's ridiculously awesome.
Mm.
So that's where I go instead of Taco Bell now because I mean, you could have a half a burrito and you don't want to eat anymore, and then you could have the other half for lunch at work the next day, and you can't move after that either.
Yeah, right. Food coma.
And it's
Taco coma.
yeah, it's like super. It's not like super cheap, but I mean it's reasonably priced. So
That's funny.
yeah, heck yeah, Mexican food is my favorite. Yeah,
That's funny. Taco coma is gonna be the word of the night.
right.
Yep, that's gonna be the phrase of the night. Taco coma.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck? I lost again. Aw. Oh, it's horrible. Aw, dragon. You're not allowed to say those two words combined. You can say anything else, not those two words combined. Meh. That's funny. That's hilarious. So what kind of rules do you have in your channel?
In my channel,
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have rules.
Don't be a dick and you won't be treated like one?
I don't have any rules posted in my channel. So basically, I respect you. I expect you to come in and behave like an adult, like any normal civilized person would, I guess. But I mean, if you get out of hand, you're gonna whoop. You know,
It's true.
I'm not gonna put rules on what I feel like. I mean, you obviously need rules once you get more people in there all the time. But I've never had nothing like crazy or nothing yet. So I feel like people should, because I never liked rules ever. So I mean, I feel like people should just behave themselves and be civil, I guess. Otherwise,
Right.
why are you trying to communicate with people on the internet?
Exactly.
So,
Oh, honey, I don't like adulting. Let's see. Endeavorance wants to know, what game are you looking forward to when it's released?
hmm, Days In. I think that's what it's called, the new zombie game. Because me and my buddy from work are gonna play it, I guess, and that's the one I'm looking forward to. As far as a game, as far as a system, Nintendo Switch, the new Mario, because the only game my wife will play with me is Mario, so I get to spend time with her too. Same time as enjoying my hobby I like.
Aw, did you get the Mario run on your phone?
Yes,
How do you like
I
it?
took vacation that day and got it at 6 in the morning. So obviously I like it, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
See,
the day
AJ,
it came out.
the day it came out, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
AJ Ninja says, "Hey, who goes Taco Bell anymore? Me, I go to Toxic Hell." That's what my mom
Right?
calls it. Like, she's always called it Toxic Hell, and it's her favorite place. She'll straight up be
Right,
like, "All right, hey, let's go to Toxic Hell for lunch." I'm like, "All right, mom, I'm totally down." Good.
right.
All right, Wads TV says, same question I always stick to because I probably miss it. What motivated you to start streaming?
Motivated me to start streaming was watching pro Call of Duty players stream, and I ended up in a game with one of them, and he had about 7,000 people watching him, and I thought I kept up with him pretty well, so I thought, hey, maybe I might have a shot. So that's where it started, basically. And because, of course, I had confidence in myself and thought I was good at video games, and for some reason people would want to watch me, but
Mm, that's amazing, though. Um,
right.
and you weren't streaming when that happened, right?
No.
Oh, that would have been amazing, because then,
I took a picture of it on my phone and then put it on my Twitter page. Yeah,
that's pretty amazing.
a long time ago.
Do you like horror games or just
Nope.
zombie games?
Just zombie games. I don't play horror games very much. Nope.
No, not at all.
Nope. I don't
Uh,
really play campaign games, like I was
what?
saying.
Well, I know that, but I
No,
mean, what about like DBD?
like movies.
No, like DBD, Dead by Daylight. Like, what about games like
Oh,
that?
I have it because I won it from your giveaway, but I've never played it. No.
Install that shit.
Yeah, I have it, but
Yes,
I've
we're
played it.
playing
No.
it tomorrow night.
Are you? I was
Yeah.
gonna play Depth last night, but my Rocket League team was like, "Come and play with me and get off your PC."
Disappointed in you.
So,
Tisk, 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 tisk.
right,
I'm disappointed in you, Bipolar. You should have
right.
come and played with us because we had room.
Oh, did you? Well, the last time I played, I was on this laptop that I'm on now. It doesn't even have a graphics card in it, so I got schooled. But but now I think I got you.
I got you now, bish.
Right, right. Yeah, and playing PC compared to PS4 is great and everything, but I mean, as far as graphic wise go, I never had a gaming PC, so I didn't realize like what the difference was. It's crazy.
Well, that's pretty funny.
I
So,
turned back on my PS4 and I was like, what the hell?
so out of all of the streamers on Twitch, who is your favorite streamer to watch?
Who is my favorite streamer to watch? Hmm. I don't know. I like watching you guys because of all the support, of course. But like I don't know. I guess I don't really stick with one person that I watch, but I mean like if they come and support me, I come and support them. So I'm kind of in a lot of different people's channels all the time. So I really don't per se have a favorite, I guess, but I'm gonna stick where I feel like I'm supported. So safe zone, you guys, either one of you is fine. And then Vitus, I stick with him quite a bit. I would say the three main people I watch when I have a chance are you, Vitus, and Ghost. Pretty much. That would be the main people I watch. As far as like huge streamers, like I watch like the CS:GO tournaments, but I mean,
Do you watch a lot of partnered streamers, or do you try to stick to small stream support?
I watch a few of them, but nothing. I'll stop in. I mean, there's one Darkness, I think his name is 629 or something like that. He plays Rainbow Six.
Mhm.
I watch him for a little bit every day, and he talks back to you. So I mean, like, I don't really know because if I want to watch somebody, I want to be interactive and talk with them, you know. And I mean, so if they got too many people that talk to you, then I kind of move on. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure, for sure.
And I just started watching a guy called Josh OG. He's got like 1.7 million followers, and he actually talks back to pretty much everybody. And he plays H1Z1, and the only reason I've been watching him is to get better at the game because he wins like every game of that.
I have wanted to
But
play that game. A little secret about me that I don't even think Ghost knows this, but when I first started watching Twitch,
yeah.
one of the first games that I got addicted to watching was H1Z1.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
No, it was DayZ and then
Yeah.
H1Z1. And like I
Nice.
have H1, I don't have DayZ. Like I want DayZ so bad.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I've never that was one of the first games that I got addicted to watching on
Yeah.
here. And the
I
H1 because
pretty,
everybody talks shit so much.
yeah. Yeah. I pretty much just stick with watching people that play the games that I like to play.
Right.
So I watch some Rocket League guys, you know, and a few of them. But no, I don't really watch like I don't know. I don't like watch for hours or nothing because I got stuff I'm doing all the time with the kids and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I try to catch everybody a little bit here and there. I
Yeah.
always try to pop into you guys's, and then Vitus for sure. He supports me pretty good. I try to pop into his, and then I like watching Princess Ram Beta too because she rages all the time, and I think it's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
and
Um
she made my graphics and stuff, so I basically support people that are gonna support me and get behind me to make me better and to get where I think I want to be.
right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right. Otherwise, I think it's like I feel like maybe everybody else just feels different, but I feel like if you put your time into somebody that's not going to put their time into you, is it really worth your time?
Right?
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I try to pop into everybody's stream that comes to mine, basically. And but it gets hard when you hit because I'll hit a lot of viewers sometimes. It's inconsistent, you know, but when you try to get back to everybody, it gets difficult, as you guys probably know.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, but that's what that's what I've changed to. I think it's more beneficial if you put your time into somebody that's gonna put their time back into you and help you out. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, no, there is
Yeah.
no right or wrong though. I mean, it's how
Right.
it's a personal preference,
Right.
and that's
Right.
that's your opinion. So
So,
yours may be shared with many others, but there might be many others that are like, dude, what?
right.
I mean,
Well, for a humongous long answer, I watch Safe Zone, B Team, and that's about it consistently. And
right?
whoever the hell shows up to my stream.
That's awesome sauce. I try so hard to get into everybody's streams, but I've
I know.
been spending so much time lately trying to talk to um, some some really important interviews that I'm trying to tag down.
Right? Yeah.
So I've been spending a lot of time trying to do that, and I'm having a hard time with it. But I'm
Yeah.
working on it. So.
I mean, I know the grind can get real with Twitter and everybody trying to keep up with everybody. I know how it goes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For
That's what always gets me because I'm always on my phone. My wife doesn't like it because I respond to everybody that messages me on Twitter
Mhm.
every time. So
Right.
I've gotten good about not doing it in front of her as much because it makes her mad that I'm always doing something, you know?
Right. Um, what's your favorite genre of music?
Favorite genre? Probably like the 90s where I grew up in, I guess.
Right.
Like, I like rock and roll mostly. So, but
So you probably like 70s, 80s, 90s of like rock.
yeah, like as far back as like AC/DC, I guess, and them guys, yeah.
So like probably
Aerosmith,
a lot of Nirvana and Metallica.
yeah. I
Yeah.
like them guys. Yeah, Metallica, of course.
Like Guns N' Roses and
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Let's
All them,
see.
all them heavy hitters, yeah.
Yeah, them heavy
And
hitters. Yeah, you're only a few years younger than me.
yeah, and then yeah, basically that's what I basically listen to. Well, I don't really listen to much music. I listen to sports talk radio because I like sports. So, and if I listen to music, it's a CD, and my daughter's in love with Skillet, so and she kind of controls the radio picks when we're in the van. So yeah,
That's
so most of
funny.
the time it's what she wants. So when you got kids, if nobody's got them yet, they kind of control what your TV does and what your radio does and all that stuff. So
Shit. I go if my kid's in my room watching Netflix or something on my TV, I'll straight up take the controller out of her hand and be like,
right,
"Nope, we're watching this." Or you could go
right,
to your room and
right,
play.
right. Yeah.
That's
My
funny.
daughter's little for now anyway. She's only 5, but she's like princess. So she gets the big TV upstairs unless Mama Bear takes it over,
Oh
which she
Lord,
probably already did. But
that's pretty funny.
right.
That's pretty funny. Now let's see. See, Endeavor said adulting does keep you busy. Wad said, speaking of important interviews, I've been commenting on everything Markiplier video I watch about the Save Zone and what you're doing interviews. That's amazing, Wad. That's amazing. I said I put a bribery out there. Anybody that can get me an interview with Markiplier will get free top tier sub.
Who is that? Is that like a sponsored streamer?
Um, he is now, but he's a huge horror YouTuber.
Okay. All right. I'll see what I can do.
He's like, I want that top tier sub shit.
Yeah, maybe I might have some other connections to some other streamers that might know him.
Yeah, he's a heavy hitter. Like his reviews typically are when you go in and look at a horror game or something on Steam, or if you go watch like a VOD or something of like a preview for a game. His ones are the ones that pop up. It says Markiplier says it's brilliant or
Right.
whatever. Yeah,
Right.
he's a huge YouTuber, but he's horror, so like I want him so freaking bad on here. It'd be
Right.
amazing. Hambone says Alex is almost 3 months old. It's only a matter of time until he takes over.
Telling you, man, it'll happen quicker than you think, bro. Because 3 months, they're just little cute little guys. 6 months, he's kind of starting to almost talk, and probably pointing at your TV. And then 9 months, when he's walking and moving around, that's the first thing mine went to was the TV, and then he took it over from there.
That's hilarious. Thank you,
Like
Ghost.
when my oldest son first walked, he walked to the TV.
That's hilarious. Private Derp, what's going on, man? All right, so when mine was first little, like she didn't ever want to be picked up when she was baby.
Yep.
Like unless I was feeding her or changing her, she didn't really want to be like coddled or
Right.
anything like that. She didn't want to like lay down. So I took a saucercizer and I put like like books, like stacks of books underneath of her so she could reach her feet. And I
Yep.
took like towels and put it around her so that she couldn't like wobble over. And from the time she was like 3 months on, because she was holding her head up like almost immediately,
Right.
I had her in that. So at 6 months, she was like figuring out how to move around. By 9 months,
Right.
she was like running, climbing, jumping
Oh yeah.
everywhere.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I don't
They
know how it was.
once they take off, they whoosh, they gone.
They're gone. You're
Yep.
done. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, totally
They
gone.
they start to walk. You give it a week, and then once they get their legs under them, they're gone.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it
But
goes.
this one, I don't know how yours were, but God, she was so defiant as an infant, like so
Yeah.
defiant. Like she'd go up
Yeah.
to something and she'd go to grab something, and you know how little tiny ones you'd be like, no,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like, oh shit, all right, I'm not gonna
Right.
touch that again because loud noises happen.
Right.
This one, I would say that to her, and she'd glare at me and
Yep.
reach up for it again. I'd be like, no. Then I
That's
just barely tap her hand, and she'd look at me and she'd get like her mean face going on and mean mug me like crazy. She'd reach out and grab it again, like.
that's how my daughter is. She has my attitude. Like my I said, my wife homeschools, right? So
Right.
the other day, she she was goofing around with my little daughter and took the notebook and was like bonked her on the head a little bit, just playing with her. And then after school, she kind of had an attitude. My daughter did, and she my wife has her pick out like smiley faces, frowny faces, mad faces, stickers to put up on how she was feeling that day. Which the first time ever she picked a mad sticker because she was mad that her mother bonked her in the head with a notebook, but really she was just playing with her. But she was mad about it all day.
That's funny.
So that's like her attitude. You tell her no, and she's just gonna want to do it anyway.
That's just hilarious.
Except when Dad says no, then she cries and runs away.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the little girls are scared to death of the men. Like
yeah,
really, I was scared to death of my dad when
yeah,
I was a little girl. Like
yep.
my mom used to be the one that would punish my brother and I.
Right?
Like no shit, and
Yeah,
she every now and then she'd get to the point where she'd be like, "Bill, you deal with them." So
yep,
dad, would take us into the other room. He'd take his belt
yep,
off. He'd go to whoop us, and
yep.
he'd be like, "All right, I'll stop as soon as you start crying." Well, me
Right?
and my brother figured this out, and we had a dog named Caleb,
Yep,
and we would be like, Caleb, and act like we were crying, and he'd be like, all right,
right,
you've learned your lesson, bye, and we're like,
right. Nice. Figured out to get it. Oh, way to get around it though,
Right.
right?
Well, with daddy at least. I was scared to
Right,
death of my mom. My mom was, ooh, I'm still scared of that woman. Love her
right.
dearly, but yeah.
Yeah,
That's funny. I
yeah, but
wasn't scared of my dad until I got married. Ooh, odds.
yeah,
That's funny.
I,
How do
I
you
was
get along with your in-laws?
mine.
Mm.
My father-in-law was the manager of the factory I worked for 6 years, so just fine with him. My mother-in-law just passed away from cancer 2 months ago, so uh, I loved her like
Loud
crazy.
noises.
She's a
Cap,
huge
cap,
influence in my
cap.
life. So
Kappa.
yeah, and then I have a stepmother-in-law, and we don't see eye to eye, but we get around it.
Yeah,
So,
I understand completely. Double tap, thank you so much for that donation. You just scared the freaking shit out of me again.
so
Twice tonight. Good
my
job.
wife's been having a hard time with that, obviously.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure. You tell her
yeah.
if she ever needs anything, she's more than welcome to utilize us as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we're
She
all
started
family.
doing boxing classes and stuff to get some of her angerness out, because as we all know, cancer is a horrible disease and it just takes everything from you, and we all hate it with a passion. So
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm still
yeah,
trying to get over it. You know,
I know, I know.
that's it's
That's why
tough.
I don't say much about it. But you asked about her, so
Yeah, no, that's tough. I mean,
understand. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
tough. It's That's why I said, if your wife ever needs anything, we're here. There's
Yep.
plenty of us that have been dealing with it and have dealt with it and are dealing with it. And, there's plenty of us here that are going through the same thing or
Yep.
have been there. So, as you know,
Yep.
support groups are always amazing for helping people to get
Yep.
past things. And I personally, I have to say, on a very personal level, I wouldn't be where I am right now without all of you guys. Like, I would
Right.
probably be in a hole crying my eyes out still if it wasn't
Right.
for you guys day after day.
Right. Yeah. It's a hard disease even to wrap your mind around what I mean,
Yeah,
it just takes over completely and just crushes everything. It's terrible. I don't know. I seen it firsthand, so I mean, once you see that, you just hate it. To
exactly.
be honest with you, I mean, you've been through the same thing. You've seen it firsthand, and
Over and over
it's
again.
something that needs to be taken care of, and we need to find a cure for it. And I support all that research and stuff for it, but I mean, it's just terrible. That's
Yeah, I
all I
couldn't
could
agree
say about
more.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Purple
Yeah.
Helmet Warrior DC live on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for those hosts. You are amazing. And I'm pretty sure Loco's still hosting me too. I'm gonna have to talk to Tommy Boy and see if I can get him in here one day.
Uh-huh.
He's a
Right.
film producer or director, one of the two.
Nice.
Actually, one of his works was featured at Twitch headquarters over the summer this year, um,
Nice.
which was pretty incredible. So he's part of the Players Club
Nice.
as well. So
Sweet.
sweet, I know, right? He's
The
amazing.
Players Club is a community that you guys stream for,
N-
or is it like my Zion people I stream for, and it's like an umbrella that you're under?
Um, DZ Live on Twitch is the partner streamer that owns the
Yeah.
Players Club.
Right.
And we probably, we just pretty much support each other, play with each other when we get a chance. And
Right.
of course, we we support them 100% in
Right.
the safe zone as well. Um,
So it's more like just a humongous streaming umbrella, basically, that y'all support each other under
yeah,
and
there's only 6 of
represent
us in
each
there
other.
though.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it
So
started out originally as DZ, T Clock, Afro, and myself.
yeah, I watch Afro once in a
hmm
while. He's pretty cool. I enjoy him. And then DZ, I popped into his a few times. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. What's up,
Yeah.
LC? Yeah, it started out as us doing podcasts and stuff on DZ's channel, and we called it the Players Club. And then DZ's
Nice.
like, how go with that? I'm gonna make a stream
Nice.
team called the Players Club, which is amazing. So,
Heck yeah.
and
That is awesome.
Tom Loco has been a part of many of the podcasts that we've done as well. And of
I
course, I
I
had to
follow
have
him
Ghost
too.
with
Yep.
me because
Yep.
we do everything together. So,
Tom Loco and Afro play together a lot, if I remember.
yeah, we have Vigo the D Carpathian as well. Um,
Nice.
so, and we've
Nice.
all played with Vigo at some point in time.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
it's good fun.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure. For for sure. So, what is your favorite Rocket League car?
My favorite Rocket League car. I'm an Octane player.
What's that
The
mean?
the plain old Jane first car you start with, Octane.
Yeah.
Every pro player uses Octane, Batmobile, Dominus, and that's it.
Right. And
So
speaking of Vigo, thank you
if
for
you
the
play
host.
competitive, that's kind of what you use is Octane, Dominus, or what else did I say? Octane, Dominus, or Batmobile.
The Batmobile. I
Yeah,
think I think Ghost's favorite car is
Tacoma.
the Back to the
Yeah.
Future car.
Oh, the Bat. He likes that one.
Oh
Nice.
yeah. I've
Yeah,
gotten him
hey.
like all of the DLC for the game.
See, the Batmobile has an extra long hitbox, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Rocket League is defined with each car has their own style of hitbox, right? So it matters what car has a higher hitbox, lower hitbox, longer hitbox, to which you're going to be able to do with the ball.
Right.
And the Octane's pretty much the most rounded car. So you can dribble, put the ball on top of your car, fly up easy, spin easy, control yourself in the air easily. It's pretty much doesn't hinder any of your skills, I would say. And it hits the ball harder.
Now, see, you know, when I play Rocket League, I just kind of run and go in circles, and
Y'all
I
play Rumble though, that don't count.
I get so excited when I actually,
Yeah,
like hit the ball. I'm like, I hit the ball.
right? Yeah. You keep playing, you'll keep getting better. I have a
Right.
lot of time in that game. And my cousin, Mr. Joe Mama, that you guys are about to meet, he just texted me. He's ready to roll when we get there.
Yeah.
But
Ghost said he's ready whenever as well.
he's got about probably 800 hours in Rocket League or better,
Oh, jeez. How many
and he
hours do you have in it?
probably around 600
Right on.
in there. But I think my cousin, his name is Mr. Joe Mama, and he's in the safe zone. He follows you guys, but he never like pops in or nothing. I don't think. But he's the one that was always with me when you guys raid me.
Yeah.
So that's probably where you know him from. But he's a college basketball player, so it's funny because he's like 6'7", a huge guy, and he's sitting there playing a little PlayStation. But anyway, I think it's funny. Anyway, so
Oh
he's
my.
he's majestic at Rocket League. It's pretty ridiculous. That's all he really plays.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I told him you have to calm down your jets, and let people, because he'll be flipping backwards and doing all this crap, and I do the same, but he does it consistently well.
Jeez.
Put it that way. Like I play all the time, and so does he, and I'll sit on the ground and just watch him fly and be like, "What the hell?"
Right.
And
That's pretty
man,
funny.
it's crazy.
So, all right, guys, let me check here. So I'm pretty sure that my amazing stream partner is up and ready. I have to just
Good, 'cause
refresh
I
this
need
up, make sure. Cause you what?
a bathroom break.
I gotta go to the party.
Right?
That's funny. Oh, Ghost, it says you're still hosting me.
What I gotta do, Ghost?
There, now he's not. He's like, I'm not hosting you anymore.
Packer fans, I tell you,
Shh, just let it happen. It'll be
I have to pick on Ghost
alright. I know you
because
do.
it's Ghost.
Everybody always picks on my amazing partner, though.
We all love him. If I didn't love him and appreciate him,
I
bro,
know.
I would pick him.
Yeah, I know. All right, guys. So you know what time this is. It's time for us to go over to my amazing partners channel. We're going to go over there and we're going to say taco coma. Use it in
Taco.
a sentence. The more creative your sentence is, the better we laugh at it. Or the more we laugh at it. And we'll catch you guys there. Bipolar, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I
Fun.
appreciate it. You're amazing. Make sure
Yeah.
that you all hit ! victim in the chat and drop him a follow. We're gonna be running that command all night long and ghost stream. But I will see you guys there. Remember, it's Taco Tap. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the other side of the safe zone. Bye-bye.
Sweet.
Safe zone.
You running over?
No, I just had to make sure that the host went through properly.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to wait for a few